Hello, everybody, and welcome back to TPK, the only show on the internet that has more eyes than you do.
Gross.
Last time.
But is it as flushy as
fair, we don't have too many viewers, so I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But we do have 70 subscribers now. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
that is.
It is real no matter what.
We're getting all fleshy and eyebally up in here.
Oh, okay.
So many eyeballs.
So many balls. I mean, eyes. Eyeballs. Eyeballs. Not just balls.
I'm eating.
And?
Okay. Alright, start the episode.
I'm not.
Anyway.
Hold on.
Being an adult just means positively being a child.
Last time, we ventured into the Underdark, trying to find this citadel of lidless eyes. As the group were driving their magical Vardo through the underground chasms of the underneath of Farland? Farland. Sorry, I forgot which keep it was.
Smooth.
You triggered the alarms on an ancient city being overtaken by illithids and mind flares and all sorts of aberrations, whom came after you in force, and in a truly inspired move of just pure genius and magical know-how, you guys managed to get the Bardo over a gap. One transformed into a giant eagle, one managed to keep the Vardo going at its max speed, and another of you managed to use a spell in a creative way to keep you guys from going into the chasm below.
Volndor basically turned that whole scenario into a scene from Yu Yu Hakusho. So.
And to go along with that, describing what Annalise looks like as a giant eagle, it is a blue giant eagle with a little puff of orange feathers at the top.
And they're curly feathers.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yep.
They got little ringlet feathers.
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
Almost like the curly, almost kind of like the curly feathers from that giant bird from Up.
Yes. Yep.
As you managed to clear this gap, Willow found herself thrown to the back railing of the Vardo as she was keeping an eye on the things coming towards her, and she saw a big, gigantic, bulbous shadow coming out. One gigantic eye looking in her direction, and as her hand was stretched out over the railing, balancing herself, she noticed a voice chime inside her head. A voice that shouldn't have been able to get there through her ring of mind shielding. But it was that ring that was outstretched and in the gaze of what looked like a beholder. And that is where we left off, as you guys drive into the darkness. What do you do?
Okay, go for another hour.
Holy crap, we made that! Right, we're still going at top speed, I'm assuming, right?
Oh, yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, with Madi, with Annalise being in her giant eagle form, can she still hear us if we use the, well, no, if we use the jewels? If we use the jewels.
Yes.
I can imagine so.
Okay.
Because she doesn't lose all of her items.
Whether or not she understands you is another
Whether or not I can reply.
question for her. Whether or not, she has the intelligence of a giant eagle at the moment.
Right, which is 8.
Yeah.
Sweet.
-1.
Cool.
We're still going at top speed. I'm gonna turn on the earring. Willow, is there still anyone behind us?
Is there?
You do see some shapes jumping around, but they seem to, like, stop at the gap.
So there's nobody jumping over the gap, right?
Doesn't seem that way.
At the moment, no, but we may have a problem. Those rings that we got, the rings of mind shielding that should make our minds basically impenetrable, didn't work.
How?
It looked like a beholder was looking right at me.
A beholder's gaze cancels out all magic.
Oh no. Oh shit.
So I would assume that includes magical items.
Right. That's
Time
what
to bust
the...
out the tinfoil and make some hats.
That's
I'm gonna, at this point, I'm slowing down the good berry. I'm not going at max speed. But after she says that, I'm just gonna start slowing it down. I'm not going at max speed. Well, we still don't know where we are in terms of location to this freaking place.
On that note, who wants to make the next adventure check?
Not me. For once, I'm not excited about it.
I'll do it.
Go ahead, roll a d20 flat for me.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Oops.
no no no
I
no
need to-
no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Hold on. Where's my thing? Oh my god. There it is. Found it. I'm fine.
Lost me marble.
Bitch, I did that years ago.
Yeah, right? I traded them in for dice.
That's a 10.
Yeah. So the rest of the day goes by, or what you assume is the day. You use or a tiny watch thing, and nothing comes after you. But you still have no idea where the fuck you're going.
When the hour's up, Annalisa just drops back down onto the top of the market. That was fun.
Glad of you to join us.
I was here the whole time.
That was so cool.
How was the view up there?
Park.
How did it feel to
Right.
fly?
Like swimming, but with, like, no resistance.
Yo.
Yeah.
I
pretty
can't.
cool.
I can't wait to get my wings.
Ah!
My dad has wings.
I mean, you got wings?
Eventually, when I am able to cast them.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. There is a spell
Okay.
that allows me to have wings.
Well, hopefully that time will come soon.
Wait, Esmer, doesn't your brother have wings?
Mm-hmm.
My brother, my father, my mother all had wings.
So, did that
Skip
just
you.
skip you, or
Or have you not gotten yours yet, like me?
Let's try to keep focus, shall we?
At this moment,
That's an
blossom
inside
bat flies by.
Bags?
I reach out and just smack them. If they're in reach.
Why? They're just bats.
That's what you
hear
think.
the bat dying noise from Minecraft.
I want to do an insight on Esmeralda.
Fine, go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Where's my insight? Hold on. There it is. That's a 9.
Hard to read. Very stoic person, Esmeralda.
He is a very stoic lady indeed.
What kind of bat? Just like a regular bat or like one of the Stranger Things bats?
Regular bat.
Okay.
Don't
They were
need
set
it.
off by the headlights.
They're not face
Okay.
eater bats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a fake other bat.
Yeah.
I
I
wouldn't
don't watch
need-
Stranger Things, so.
I wouldn't need those if I were
don't
you.
think
I'd
you would probably like it. You'd probably be very scared by it.
I wanna watch it. Anyway.
Anyway.
Or the
Right.
facehuggers come later.
Anyway.
Not on this face. Anyway.
don't eat
Willow
it.
just
You
smacked
don't know
a
where
bat
it's
to
been.
death.
I'm sorry?
Willow just smack a bat to death.
Why? They're just
It didn't
bats.
die.
Who had us?
It didn't die.
Okay.
She just smacked it out of the air and it it squeaked at her angrily and kept flying.
Right, it was probably startled. They were probably startled by the noise, darling.
And I was startled by them.
Alright.
It's reflexes.
Sure. Keep those reflexes sharp for other enemies, please.
If I was an actual enemy.
Just from the distance. No, you're good.
God?
Okay.
I know it.
Why did the bats talk?
No, she still
We're
has
in the
that.
Underdark, bitch.
She still has that ring of speak with animals.
Yeah.
It's still on for just a
That's
lingering
Annalise.
a second. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's she's the
okay.
only one that hears it.
I realized I already have a spell to speak with animals.
You only have it for fish, though.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Okay.
You only have it for aquatic life. Now
Expanded
you
your
have
range.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's
Because
amazing.
I was about to be like, oh, god damn it!
Alright. Well, we currently have no idea where we are, and unfortunately they know where we are. But, is anyone severely hurt?
I got a little beat up.
Right.
I don't know what I'm at. Hold on.
Where you hurt?
Well, it is the
Down.
end of the day, so you guys do have the option to take a long rest.
Mhm.
It's true.
You can forego a long rest if you'd like and keep moving. You will make up some of the time you lost, but you will all take a point of exhaustion.
No,
No,
I don't
let's
think
not
it's worth it.
Now
Other
we'll do-
options are, just so you know what your options are, 3 of you sleep while 1 of you keeps driving, and you do that in shifts.
I can do that.
Uh,
I was gonna suggest
Keep
that.
in mind, only 2 of you, or there are 2 of you that need far less sleep than the others. So only really 2 shifts need to be done. So
We should do 2 sets of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
2 sets of 2.
Yeah, split the shifts.
Yeah. Like 2 of us keep watch while the other 2 sleep for a bit.
Yeah.
And then switch off at the halfway point.
I can.
Okay, but if we're doing that, 2 of you won't get enough rest.
No, we do, because if you and Esmeralda are, you only need 4 hours of like meditation or something, right?
Essentially.
I do.
So Esmeralda takes the first shift and Willow takes the second, or
well, Esmeralda needs to refill on blood.
Right, but
Um,
that takes 2 seconds to drink
yeah.
some blood.
Well, you need to drink blood equivalent to to fully heal yourself, and that is what you do over a long rest.
But I didn't take any damage from the last encounter.
Then you're fine.
Yeah, so she.
You don't take exhaustion unless you go a full day without replenishing your health.
Mm-hmm. And I know I have at least 2 weeks worth of blood, so.
So,
I'm,
she doesn't actually need to sleep.
if anything, I'll have
But-
it
don't
just.
you get tired driving all the time? Like I would, it's like on a road trip. You don't want to be the one driving all the time.
The counter to that is that if you don't take a long rest, you don't get to do your spells.
Right.
Yeah.
Ugh. How about this? I'll sleep for 2 shifts, and then if one of you would like to come out for the other rest, that will be fine.
Okay, so you're not really sleeping, you're just re-examining your spells. You're taking
I mean,
about
yes.
4 hours to re-examine what spells you have.
Right, which is essentially what I'll be doing, but I'll be doing
Yeah.
that indoors.
It's basically Esmeralda just sitting on her bed, flipping through a book with like a straw into a cup and just going through that.
Oh, by the way, Esmeralda,
Mhm.
You know the Vardo can like the not magical portion of the Vardo could absolutely be your lair, right?
Right, I think I probably forgot to do that in all this chaos. Right, but
Well, you've been making it hotel rooms for the time being.
right,
so.
right. But essentially, so how would that work though? Because
So
I need
what,
to.
what would happen is if you open the door without the key, it's just a normal Vardo.
Right. Okay. So I
So
could.
if you block off the space, Unless there's I don't think there's a square footage requirement, but I might be
I
wrong.
don't think so. Not that I recall from
double
the.
check that for me. And if there is,
hold
tell
on.
me what it is, because
Sure, I have it pulled up.
might need it.
Okay.
I think.
So.
No, I think there is. I think it's like.
Oh wait, that's a layer
I think
action.
15, I think it has to be like 15 square feet or something like that.
Hold on, I have it pulled up. 1 second.
Who all has dark vision?
I actually have very good dark vision. I probably have probably the best of all of you.
Oh, yeah, Vampire's pretty good.
It's really good.
Okay, so the two that barely need sleep also have the best dark vision. Cool. 2 shifts of 2 would be
Okay.
good. Because,
Oh.
hey, me and Vonthard can't see. And
No,
we need the
I
most
can.
Okay.
But
You do have
shades of
dark
gray.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have
Well,
dark
that's what
vision,
dark
but only when I'm
vision
in the
is.
water.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
dark vision is. Dark vision is
okay.
just shades of gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have good vision when I'm in the water. Need to do a water adventure next.
No, we should get
Well,
you a pair
I
of
mean, you
water
know,
lenses.
It's coming up.
We
I
should
don't
get you a
need
pair of-
water lenses. I have.
But the idea is, if you wear the lenses when in the dark, it should act as like goggles.
Wait,
No,
I'm
you
gonna put the
No,
fishbowl
no,
on my
oh
head.
god. I'm imagining, like, you've strapped a pair of goggles to your face that are full of seawater.
Yeah,
Oh
That's
my
essentially what
God.
she's talking
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But instead of like the water, it's like 2 things of glass with the seawater in it,
And then-
acting as
I
a
imagine
lens.
it's like for you're a kid and you're swimming in the pool and the seal doesn't work and so you get it in your
Yeah.
eyes anyways. It's actually one of those.
It's basically that, but it would be the analyst specific version of dark
Well,
vision goggles.
Here's the thing. You couldn't do, like, glass on both sides of the water because the water has to be in her eyes for it to work.
Really?
It's a physiological
yeah.
response. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
It's
she
not a
would have-
magical
So it would
effect.
have to actually be
This is
filled with
physiology.
water.
Oh, so she would need a special pair of goggles.
She would have to like fill her.
She would have to have a
fill her
pair of goggles that magically fill
with water every
with
time.
seawater
And
when
then
she
she
puts
just
them
takes
on.
it off and it just.
Wait, don't you have to create water spells?
Fishbowl on my head.
Yes.
Yeah, full on Mysterio. Fuck.
Oh my god, with the hat on top.
Subtle.
Yeah.
Stealthy.
Wouldn't that get really cumbersome when your hair gets in your face, just floats in front of your face?
Well, it's just only it'll
have
only
to
cover
pull
her
it back.
neck, so
I
maybe.
gotta talk to Garland to see if I can get me a pair of goggles like this.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
Right.
Why not
this
just
is the
ask for
goggles.
night
Night
vision goggles?
Because that's
Well,
not the way we
because
do things, apparently.
And you never mentioned that it
Dark
existed.
vision in water.
Love the logic. I love it. Okay. So the layer must be a space. The layer must be a space no smaller than 60 feet, 60 square feet, that cannot contain water or be touched by sunlight in any way. Dark caves, cellars, or basements are all valid locations. But the player is encouraged to get creative. Set a layer, the vampire must perform a 1-hour ritual. So what I imagine is I could take at least 2 shifts straight driving the Vado, and during that,
I'm so confused.
well, I mean, essentially.
So yeah, no, the Vardo actually won't work because it's only about 30 square feet.
Oh, really? Fuck.
Yeah, so
Right.
because it's a small Vardo otherwise.
It is. Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know. Hold on, let me.
60 square feet, though.
Yeah. Hold on.
They be on top of each other? You'd have
That
a
would be
30
what,
feet.
like 15 by 15 feet?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I was thinking we were going to get like a portable coal, like the one they do in Critical Role. They have that portable hole thing that just comes out.
Oh yeah.
I thought we were going
I
to
don't
have to do
think
something like
I don't
that.
think Ryan's there yet.
I'm not.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
he's
it's
not
not.
there
what a portable hole is.
It's not. Yeah.
Basically,
it's not
the
really.
whole from the Beatles submarine movie, where it's like I got a hole in me pocket. It's that, but
Yeah.
in
But in D&D form, because essentially that's what it works. It works as a portable cave. It's a
Yeah.
certain square footage. There's no sunlight.
what's the name of that movie? Yellow, we all live in a yellow submarine. That was a movie.
You mean across the universe?
Oh no,
Or-
this is the animated
Oh,
Beatles
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is just an acid trip.
Yep.
It was a
That
Beatles
makes-
movie, of course it was.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. It's a Beatles movie.
I wonder if any of y'all know the actual meaning for the song "I Am the Eggman."
No, I hardly ever listen to the Beatles.
Yeah, same.
I barely know any of their songs.
I know a few of them, but
Ryan,
not a whole lot.
Yes,
Liz, do you know?
I think-
Are you familiar with the Beatles?
I am familiar
No,
with the
I'm
Beatles. I don't
doing
know.
math.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan's doing math.
Why aren't you
Doing
using
math,
the
we can't
calculator?
call it Beatles.
Because reasons.
Okay.
His
ADHD
brain
reason.
doesn't work sometimes.
The dopamine is
and
not
he
calling
likes-
for calculator.
Ooh. Sorry, my boyfriend sent me a map to help me with our in-person campaign, or not in-person, our private campaign, the one that I'm running.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a really good map.
I'm
So,
actually hella
so the-
excited for our next one of that one.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Me too.
it's fun.
Okay, so in that case,
I like that this group kind of switches who the DM is depending on which campaign we're doing.
Mhm.
I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right,
Brian's
because
not just the forever DM.
forever DM, exactly. And I think it's nice to get different DM styles when you're playing D&D.
For sure.
Because, like, not that it can get repetitive, but, like, sometimes you just want to experience something different.
It's the difference between when a Bria is the DM versus when Brennan's the DM.
Yeah, it's still great, but there is
amazing.
differences.
Absolutely. Dude, after watching Calamity, I totally understand why Brennan is like top tier DM, because I'm like, oh my god, he came in just
He came in hot.
so hot. Literally, the opening line was fire.
I did watch. Like,
Some
the
people
first,
haven't seen it yet, so I'm like,
I've seen like the first 2 minutes of it, and then fell asleep.
You gotta
We're
watch
watching-
Calamity. It is
so
next level.
60 square feet is not as big as I was imagining it is.
okay.
So Bardo should work.
Okay, alright, well, good. Either way, since we now know that I need to make my lair, right?
At which point, by the way, the windows on the Vardo seem to just not exist on the inside anymore. They still exist from the outside.
Right, I mean, I can.
Because, like, as you get ready to do this, to go and make your lair,
Oh my god!
the windows have... They don't exist from the outside. They still exist from the inside. You can still see inside them, and you can still see what's in there. But when you're on the inside, they're just blank walls.
Because it has to be completely dark.
Right. Well, I can cover them. Are there not ways I can creatively cover them?
Well, the
God.
good fairy's giving you what you need.
Oh, I see, I see.
That's what he's saying.
Even in the non-magical form? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the Vardo is always magical. It's just
Yeah. It's a magic.
whether or not
item.
somebody can access it.
It can give me
Yeah.
It can give me another bottle of wine at least while it's at it.
You just look over. There's a little icebox.
Oh,
Hold
bless.
on, I have a question.
Yes.
So
Oh, negative.
while Esmer's in the Vardo, like in the just regular normal Vardo, can we access the tavern?
Yeah, as long as you open the door with the key.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
You're so cute. No.
Shut up.
No. Anyway, so what we're doing? Shifts. I will.
Yeah.
I will,
Two.
I will take the first 2, and I imagine we're doing 4 shifts.
I thought we were
Wait, you
splitting
wait
up
for
into
it?
groups of 2.
Oh, we
Yeah, I
are.
thought it was gonna
So
do-
we're splitting up in groups of 2.
Yes.
one group takes the first half of the night, the second group takes the second half of the night.
That
One of
way,
you-
no one
yeah.
is alone.
Yeah, one of you needs to, well, like 2 of you, sorry, need to sleep for 8 hours, but one of each
Yeah.
of you only needs 4
4.
hours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so why am I not understanding this?
So basically, for
If
like
they
the
can give
first,
whoever rolls to see what's happening, they can get advantage.
yeah,
plus, roleplay moments.
yeah, because a long rest.
Because a long rest takes 8 hours. So 4 of those hours.
Okay. So here is what I understand. I understand that Willow and Esmeralda don't really need to sleep that much. Only like 4 hours. So I understand the 2 shifts for them. I don't understand Annalise and Bonthorn because they need to sleep longer. I don't understand why they're going to be in the full shift.
A, so you can get advantage on the rolls, and B, role play moments can happen.
And
Okay.
and you want to split the 2 people who have night vision up.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like
Wait.
mathematically, only one of you needs to take a shift.
Hold on, one moment. We appear to have lost stream. Oh, are we still
Why
there?
is this not making sense to me? Yeah, we're still here.
So
Okay.
mathematically,
we're still alive.
if one of you takes a shift, the other 3 will be ready, and then only one of you has to be asleep for the next 8 hours.
Oh, are you sure we're still on?
Yeah, I'm seeing
Yeah.
it's still live.
I
too.
don't see it. I see us black,
Yeah,
and that we're not live.
No, I'm seeing this live right now.
We're still
got
there.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it just the delay though? How long ago
Probably-
did you move it?
It's 30-second delay. That's the thing. But I'm checking on it right now, and I don't see us.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on our end.
Oh wait, I think it maybe it. What? No, it's stopping. What the hell is happening?
Is it a display thing for you?
It says the bit rate is lower than. It says we have a low bit rate.
I still have it.
Okay, all right. So I might be.
Oh,
It
keep
might
an eye
just
on it
be.
and see what happens.
Yeah, it just might be because you were over at your boyfriend's earlier this week with that laptop, right?
Yes.
So it might just be an adjustment thing that you need to.
Yeah. I need to do. Okay. All right. Well, at least the audio will be nice. But anyway.
Okay.
All right. We can go back.
So, what I'm not understanding is why you 2 won't be getting the amount of sleep that you need.
They will. You'll just be taking. You 2 will be. Oh, so you 2 only need 4 hours each, but
Yes.
you're going to be on a shift for 8 hours.
Let's
This
just
is
role
making
play it
worse.
out. We're just gonna role play it out. We're just gonna role play it out. It'll make sense once it's actually happening.
I don't know if it will or not.
We got
My
this.
brain doesn't want to work. It's fine.
It's all good. We're just gonna keep walking. Just take our paw. Just take my paw. Just take my
now
paw. No, wait.
Confused. It's fine.
We got
Okay,
this.
so
Take it
who is
first.
taking the first shift?
I will, and whoever wants to join me can join me.
I'll go.
Right.
Okay, so Willow and Esmeralda.
And I will stick.
Go
What?
ahead and
What?
roll.
No.
down the-
No,
Hold on.
it's
You good?
Don't you mean Annalise and Asmare?
Yes.
Okay.
Shut up.
No.
Anyway, so go ahead and roll.
You're not my dad.
Either both of you or.
Annalise, what is
I'm
your...
gonna give you advantage.
Oh,
'cause,
okay,
no.
all right.
And are you still driving the Vardo, or have you parked and you're just are you maintaining?
I
Because
imagine...
it's not from other people inside.
What do you think? I imagine that we're still going, but just very slowly, but we
Yeah,
can
I
let us
think we
stop.
Driving through the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we're in.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Pretty sure. Nice.
So you're giving me advantage?
Got this. I believe in you. You can see it all.
Okay.
That's how I'm giving her advantage.
Don't worry.
If she's getting advantage, then Annalise, I want you to roll a d10 for me.
Okay.
We're
16 for perception.
No. All right.
And that's a 5.
5. Okay. So,
don't worry. It's just pucking with you.
you guys carefully, slowly drive the Vertigo. You've managed to get off that narrow cliff face, wherever the hell that was.
Thank God.
But you still have no idea where you're at. And you don't manage to find anything.
Right.
Ooh.
But
These sorts of...
night goes clearly.
Mm-hmm. And
Your first few hours pass.
right, Ryan. I think Annalise wanted
Annalise
to say
wants
something
to role
to
play.
me.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
I'm
Right.
patiently waiting. It's fine.
And I'm not salty or anything.
So,
We love you, Ryan.
now would be the time. If
Okay.
you guys would like to roleplay.
Sure.
Well, do we have a plan for when we find this Lidless Eyes city?
The only plan we have is the disc that the Baron gave us.
Right, yes, the disc. I totally remember what it does.
He gave us a black disc. I do have it. That he said something along the lines of, once we find the source of what's causing all of this, that we're supposed to break it.
He said once you are face to face
Mm-hmm.
with whatever is in charge down here, break the disc.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We need to get in and find whatever is causing this.
Right.
So, options. We find Von Thorn's siblings who are doing a rebellion. Maybe they know how to get into the city, or get captured on purpose. I really hate that idea.
Well,
Or full frontal assault, and we just drive the Goodberry right into the front gates.
well, we may not be captured, but what about if we disguise ourselves as slaves?
It's true.
We could infiltrate that way.
Yes.
Get closer, maybe learn a bit more about the patterns and the schedules. Find our way through the citadel.
True. That's true.
So
Then we could.
then if we still have the contact with the rebellion, if they could maybe make a distraction for us, a large enough one, that we can make our way to the center while they deal with them.
Assuming it's in the center.
Assuming it's in the center, that's true. Well, I
Could be over to the left.
Well, I remember hearing. Remember that man? Not that man, but no, yes, that man from the guild of the miners saying something about a book with.
No, I hardly remember anything.
Well,
Memory of a goldfish here.
right. Well, I remember slightly, or I think I recall, something about the Citadel protecting something in the center of the city, I think.
Oh, yeah, that rings a bell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So I imagine whatever is in charge of everything, of all of this, it would be closest to whatever is most important.
Yes. I was just having flashes of dropping a giant on top of the beholder. That would be good. I don't know where I'm getting this image from.
Well, actually, speaking of, Was that the only potion of you turning into an eagle you had?
I think so. I think I have one that I can turn into a horse. Hold on. Let me look and start rummaging around in my bra and see. Well, I'll go.
I'm just seeing her sticking her whole hand.
Yeah.
It just
Alright.
disappears into her shirt.
I've got a potion of frog. I've got a potion of duck. I've got a potion of ostrich. Ooh. A potion of sparrow and a potion of wolf.
Well, even though we were spotted initially, or at least Victor was, when I was flying him around the area, what we could do if we ever need to make an escape off ground, maybe perhaps we could all fly. Or at least one of us can. 2 of us, depending on what we have. But I suppose that might not be an option.
Because the only flying one I have is a sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really possible.
Mm-hmm. So,
Can you turn into anything flying?
Wait,
You
can't
know,
ostriches
some-
fly?
No.
No, ostriches cannot fly.
What? No.
They run fast, but they can't fly.
that'd be fucking funny though.
That'd be terrifying, too.
Terrifying. That is the equivalent of going scuba diving and running into a moose.
Yeah, it's so true.
Which is also thoroughly possible.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
I've seen that. Oh my god. Anyway,
Moose, don't you mean Great North American Murder Horse?
Yes.
well,
So you can't fly. Your family can.
I managed to get a potion from the same vendor to turn me into a giant bat, actually, so.
Oh, okay.
But
That's good.
But that's about all I have.
Not deflecting at all. It's cool.
Look, I don't know why I wasn't able to fly yet. Some people say that usually through great deeds or timing, or eventually it'll come to them genetically, but it never did for me. Not yet. Well, I actually don't think it will anymore.
You have to earn your wings?
More of a legend. Some people believe so, but as long as I can remember, my parents took me out on flying rides when I was a child. Same thing with my brother, although his were a bit more bumpy. And I really just... nothing came for me yet.
Esberry, go ahead and make a nature check.
Mm-hmm. I'm making this shit up on the go, I hope you know that.
Yeah, no worries.
Nature?
Yeah.
Versus nurture.
Oh no, don't get me started, please. Please don't get me started. No.
I mean, there were a couple times where your parents just kind of dropped you all of a sudden to see if your wings would come out then, but...
It was basically that scene from Hotel Transylvania 2.
Yeah.
Nature. It's not much, it's a 12.
Okay. Total?
Yes.
So, you don't know much about the wings of ASMR, but you do know that both your father and your brother were already pretty powerful by the time they got their wings. They were already pretty strong clerics. And you don't know much about your mother. I think she died when you were young, right?
I was 16.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. But your mother was... Your father met your mother while adventuring. She was part of the party that Gerald's team ended up being a part of. She was offered a position as a baron, but because she fell in love with your father, she denied it. She turned it down and became the Baroness of Greycap with your father. Again, she was pretty powerful by the time she had her wings. You were already born, but like they were all pretty powerful. It could be that you just have to get to a certain point of power before your wings manifest.
In-game mechanic reason, you need to be higher level.
Basically.
Not really, no. But, I mean... I could have bamfed her wings out at, like, level 2.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Story reasons are fun.
Yeah. I suppose, well, my family will very well establish clerics by the time their wings came. My issue is that I don't know if it'll ever come to be, since I am no longer fully alive. How much of...
About faith? You don't need to be alive to have faith. Is it genetics?
I always assumed it was genetics. And the time would come eventually that it would... I would have my wings and fly at some point, but... Again... I don't know how much... Truly? More than anything. But, I don't know if faith will be enough for me to fly.
It's about faith in yourself. Faith in a god doesn't work. Find something else to believe in.
You know, that reminds me. I was praying to Boss in the time that we were preparing, and I actually saw myself fly. And then I saw myself fall.
Do you land?
Into nothing. Just darkness.
I mean, I guess point of falling is learn to pick yourself up.
I appreciate the attempts and comfort.
I'm not very good
She's
at it.
Batman.
But mayhaps you're onto something. I suppose I never really had to have faith in myself, if that makes sense. I just had to have faith in Boss and the way things go, transition and change. I had to have faith in my family, my brother and my parents, that they will be able to handle whatever challenges came their way, and I had to have a little bit of faith that everything would turn out alright after Mother passed. Never really thought about myself that much.
Weird. The exact opposite for me.
Really?
Yeah. Most of my life, I didn't really have much interaction with most anyone. It was pretty much myself that I had to rely on. Only really recently have gods even started to become prevalent in my life. I mean, Puck's fun to hang out with, but then there's Lear, and that's a whole other thing I don't understand, so...
How did you come to connect with Leah? Was it through the orb?
No? Yes? Maybe? It's weird, because it wasn't really a choice, but it also was.
You were chosen.
Yes, but then I also almost died, and then I chose Lear. So I didn't choose, but then I also did. It was also chosen because of a family was previously chosen. So it's weird. It was through my family who I was never close to now and do this, and I create water in my hand. So used to just myself, just relying on myself. Usually everyone else leaves, so.
And how does it feel now?
Scary.
Well,
I'm just waiting for everyone else to leave. Any minute, it'll go away.
well, unfortunately, I can't predict the future. You might have to go to a different branch of divine domain for that, but I always find some comfort in knowing that even though things may change, you'll still have whoever you were with in you. It's still there. But even throughout our entire lives, we carry memories and stories and journeys with other people, and they're not meant to stay in our lives forever, unfortunately. But that doesn't keep our stories from going and writing themselves.
Kind of the scary part. The good things you carry with you, but then you also carry all the bad things with you too.
Then don't I know it.
But hey, if I fall too, we fall together.
I think so.
Cool. We'll be fall buddies. And I kind of like raise my hand for a fist bump.
Oh, what is this? What are we doing?
You bump it like that.
Like this?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Twist it up. Yeah.
All right.
It's basically the scene in the first series of Samurai Jack with the little dude being like, high five.
Right.
High five.
I think I saw Callum do this with some of his mates while they were training. Yeah. Okay, all right.
You want to try again, or?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
So I'll muddle over the idea of possibly infiltrating the Citadel.
Right.
With the others. Might be a stretch, but
Should definitely meet up with the rebellion first, gather intel, figure out
right.
what do the slaves look like. Because if it's
Right.
like, oh yeah, we go in like with robes, and it's like none of the slaves are wearing robes. That's not what they look like. So we need to know that.
Right. I'll maybe ask Von Thorn if she could send another message to her sibling and see if we can connect with them.
Are you worried at all that we're going to meet Von Tarn's siblings? Because she's like a lot, so can only imagine what her siblings are like.
I mean, yes and no.
I mean, it could be fun. It could be fun. It could be bad.
Well, I mean, I thought.
I've met your siblings, so I know that's not necessarily. Both are not the same. So.
You don't know much about siblings, do you?
No, not really.
Right.
One memory that pops up for you.
Family is a bit much.
One memory that pops up for you too. The image of the siblings. One of them, Tora, being clearly half tiefling.
Right. Well, I thought you would be thrilled to meet the terror of Twin Spire Isles.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I am. It's just weird because I didn't know much about them before this. Like, I never heard about them growing up or anything, which is, I should have, but there's a lot of things that should have happened, but they didn't. So, I didn't know much about them, but now they sound amazing. I'm kind of worried that they're not going to live up to my expectations.
Oh, you're afraid of meeting your heroes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, if they're just like, I don't know, plain toast. That sometimes happens, where the family's very boring, but then one child is like fantastic. No. Von Thorn's the fantastic one, and the rest of the family is just like dry toast people.
I think, based on what her stories are of her family members, her very varied family, it seems to me that they're all their own unique piece. So I think maybe perhaps not put them on a pedestal, but be excited for the unexpected, as you usually are.
That's true. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good idea. Excellent plan.
Go get some rest, darling.
Okay.
Just ask Willow her opinion.
Yeah, she met them, yeah.
Okay, let's trade over the shifts.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, the next 4 or so hours goes by with Von Tharn and Willow. So, if one of you would like to, one or both of you would like to make perception checks, one of you can do it with advantage, one of you can do it with...
Who has a higher person?
Willow.
Willow, I will give you a
Okay, let's start, and I have a +9.
Willow, are you pulling Tug out for this?
Oh, I don't think you need to, I'll be honest.
Well,
Well, it wouldn't matter. You get advantage either way.
Yeah, you get
Never
advantage.
mind.
yeah. So if I get,
I don't think
Von
Tug
Tharn-
would appreciate just walking around in the dark. I'll be honest, in like a creepy ass cave. He'd probably be like, what the fuck are you doing?
He's been in that fucking barn for how long?
Yeah, but like in
Yeah.
comparison.
Like stretching his legs a bit. I mean,
there's also a field there and a forest.
Yeah, he gets apples whenever he wants. I don't know if he wants to like come out to a
He's
creepy
got
ass cave.
ample running room.
I think I'm gonna ask him
Okay, good, yes.
which he would prefer. So I'm just gonna go up to Tug and just, question for you. I think I know the answer, but just, I wanna know what your opinion is. Do you want to stay in here with the grass and the trees, or do you want to go outside for a bit into a creepy dark cave that we don't know where exactly we're at?
That might have brain-eating monsters in it.
I'm not saying that part. And you're not in there.
he also doesn't understand you, so.
That's true.
Tug
Just do the little earpiece.
Don't forget to mention the brain-eating monsters.
Tug looks at
Ignores
you
him.
with that kind of knowing look. As he kind of takes his moment, and in his horsey way, he looks you up and down. Is it dangerous?
What do you think?
Just asking. I already know the answer, so you already know mine. Of course I'm gonna want to come out there. Who else is gonna keep you safe?
Well, Longthorn's gonna be out there with me.
Yeah. Well, she's nice, but she's no ranger horse.
That she's not. Alright. And I'll bring him out with me.
Alright, so, since you do have Tug with you, and you're probably riding him through the area,
Oh yeah, 100%.
probably out in front of the Vardo,
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be driving.
so that he can see where he's putting his hooves. You can both make perception checks, and Willow can do hers with advantage, because she has Tug.
That is an 18 for me.
Nice.
That's a 21 for me.
Nice. Alright. So, you clock forward on Tug, and the Vardo drives. You guys are keeping a steady pace. You're not going terribly fast, but you're keeping keeping a lookout. Willow, your ranger training is kind of like put you into that sort of weird state of being on alert but also relaxed. That thing where you're doing something that you've done a million times. So you're doing it and you're doing it well, but you're not really thinking about doing it.
She's in her element. She's in her zone.
She's driving on the highway and completely zoning out, and then she'll go, I'm driving.
And then you'll get home and be like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
I've done that too many
ADHD?
times.
So the night goes by, or the rest of it, and it's dark. And it's hard to tell what's night and what's day. And even though you guys have...
We're in a dark cave. No shit.
Yeah, and even though you guys have ways of telling time, it's a weird sort of sense to, like, have not seen sunlight in such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of frays on the nerves. Every time you hear the dripping of water coming from stalactites or a rock falling in the distance, mice or rats scurrying on the stones below, you kind of jump a little in your seats, anticipating the next slad or beholder. Nothing ever comes. And you have this time to interact.
Von Tharn's tail, like, basically twitches every so often as she's staying alert. Also, to kind of help her keep awareness and whatnot, you'll notice Willow, she's got, like, 2 little sacks next to her on the seat. One is filled with the, what is it? 1 pound... It's the 1 pound bag of normal pumpkin seeds. And the other bag is just for the shells. She's just kind of silently chewing on that.
Where'd you get the...
This was from our pumpkin patch episode.
Oh
So you took their normal sized pumpkin seeds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I have a 1 pound bag of normal pumpkin seeds. And then in my room, in the bungalow thing, I have the 3 seeds from the giant pumpkin.
The 3 big boys.
Yeah. You should rename that to normal sized pumpkins.
No, I just have normal pumpkin. No, I have 2 things. 1 pound of normal pumpkin seeds.
Right.
Emphasis on normal.
But you took those normal pumpkin seeds from the
pumpkin
smaller
monsters.
living pumpkins.
And I'm eating them after I had baked and salted them.
Yes, you are. So go ahead and relabel that to normal size.
Willow's just gonna look at Von Tharn, raise an eyebrow, and go, "Are you sure you should be eating those?"
I mean, I haven't had an issue so far.
And she, like, holds up the bag.
Want some?
I'm good.
They help with the nerves.
Nah, I don't really want anything living growing inside of me.
Oh, these have been baked and salted.
They could still fuck you up royally.
I mean, if I eat the seeds, yeah, but I think baking them in as hot of a flame as they were, in as hot of an oven as they did, they probably are dead now.
Not necessarily.
What did you season them with?
Like salt and pepper and normal spices. And...
Oh no.
How do you salt your pumpkin seed? How do you spice and season your pumpkin seed?
I was about to say, perhaps say
paprika, sage, thyme, oregano. I mean,
yeah,
magic.
Cinnamon, whatever. Like, there's a whole list of things that you could have easily seasoned those things with.
Could I have given her the spice book that I got from that stupid book?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yes.
That you bought it for her.
I did.
And she has used it.
So, go ahead and make a Constitution
Oh.
saving throw for me, would you?
Damn it. Okay.
Well, no, just roll Constitution flat.
So a con check?
Just make a normal con check.
Okay, because my Constitution is a plus 3 in the normal stats stuff, the saving throw gives me +6. So
You heard what he said.
okay. 17.
17. All right, that's good enough.
Just kind of electrocute it with my lightning breath as I go down.
Yeah. So
Make it extra crispy. Give it a little zest.
as you guys travel and you have your conversations, you come into this sort of like liminal space. Or not liminal. Sorry, what the fuck am I talking about? You come into this. You enter a dream state. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, the pumpkin seeds, man.
They're psychedelics.
Yeah.
No, you guys enter this. It's weird.
I'm seeing sounds again. What the hell is going on?
They're her.
You're back to the nine house.
They're her Scooby snacks.
Oh my god. You enter into Willow and Tug notice it first. You're no longer stepping on stone.
No.
The Bardo travels and you're over some sort of like foliage, like grass of some kind, or some sort of plant. You're in soil now, and there are plants around.
I stop.
I stop the Bardo.
Well, just as you drive through, you see the sides just begin to like light up. The plants themselves bioluminescent. A small like incandescent blue shines through the plant membrane, and you see these beautiful blue flowers with these purples and oranges, and they're just absolutely breathtakingly beautiful.
We should get Esmeralda and Annalise out here to see this.
Yeah, they're dead.
Wait, maybe Esmeralda is still like, hey, Esmeralda.
And I just go to the ear.
Esmeralda.
Is Esmeralda in the lair or the cavern?
She would be in the lair because you're still manifesting that. I'd say this is within that first hour, so maybe at the tail end.
Yeah. Could Von Thorn like stick her head through like a
I think you're muted, Liz.
Yes, what is it?
You should come see this.
Oh no.
It's so pretty.
Thank you.
Kind of freaky.
What the?
Okay, no.
Oh. Hello?
Hello.
I pull an arrow out and knock it.
You don't hear anything.
I don't.
No.
What?
Wait, and it's not Kit?
Nope. It's not Kit.
Oh hell no. Oh,
Is Kit saying anything?
I'm not.
Oh yeah, he's constantly going off.
Okay.
Oh, wow, these flowers remind me of something I saw in
Feywild.
Yeah.
You can't hear it.
I will peek my head out and sort of like watch and observe, but I'm not saying
I
anything.
haven't seen you before.
Are you referring to me, her, or?
I hear Von Thorn talking, right?
Yeah.
Like, am I able to see what is talking to me, or am I just hearing it in my head?
You're hearing it. It's in your head, but it's coming from a direction. And you look off to the side, but there's just the plants there.
Hey, Kat, do you hear any of this?
Oh yeah. No.
No, you're not. You're not hearing someone speaking in my direction.
Well, I'm hearing you speak. Does that count?
In the gem, I'm just gonna say, Esmeralda, Von Thorn's acting weird.
Oh, I'm gonna whisper back. What do you see?
Plants. Von Thorn's talking to herself as if she's talking to somebody here
Plants.
who's not me.
Could I cast? Could I cast? Oh.
Go ahead.
Could I cast guidance on myself and see if I can recall, from what I've read, what this might be?
I'm just gonna say that you don't need to roll. That there's not really anything that sounds like this.
Keep your guard open. I'll stay here for the moment.
And what was the question that the entity asked me?
Are you?
I am Von Thorn. Who are you?
Oh. No one's ever asked me that.
Where
no one's
are
ever talked
you?
to me, actually. I'm right here. Right in front of you.
Oh, I can't see you.
Well, you're looking right at me.
Are you the plants?
Yes.
Oh. Intelligent plant life. That is interesting.
That's not
Well,
terrifying at all.
I don't know if that's quite true. I haven't ever had these thoughts until I heard you speak.
Meow?
Is it from the thing?
No! No, it's not! Oh no! Oh fuck! It's got some of the pumpkin seeds!
Oh,
your baby. It's your baby, isn't it?
Oh my god, what?
Is it your baby?
Do you got a pumpkin
Oh
baby?
God! Oh, that would be so wrong.
That would be so messed up. I'm not gonna lie.
That's getting into an uncomfortable
No
place.
pumpkin baby,
I'm
please.
thinking some weird plant version of Alien right now.
Oh, that would
No.
be terrible. Oh,
That would be
man, that's so
terrible.
fucked up.
That's really fucked up. That's very fucked up.
There would be numerous consent conversations before I ever even thought about doing that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I know I am the mom friend in many of my friend groups. But
Okay, all right, okay. Maybe let's move off of this,
Not
right now.
Let's move back on to
way.
talking to the plants.
So in
Wait.
the gym, I'm just gonna say, Esme, I think she's talking to the plants, and it sounds
Wait.
like she thinks they're intelligent.
Talking to the plants.
what kind of plant am I looking at right now?
So it looks like if you've ever seen like anything involving anything that has ever been labeled Journey to the Center of the Earth, it's basically kind of what you're looking at.
Okay. So does it,
Gigantic flora, huge fucking heart-shaped leaves, these beautiful flowers with the exotic colors.
And they're bioluminescent.
And they're bioluminescent because it's complete darkness.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, just...
Think kind of like the Avatar movie.
Yeah, that's what I literally thought that is what you were describing, and I was thinking, oh my god, are we going to see a Navi? Because there is a homebrew race of Navi in my collection, which I have.
know.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you could make it work. I make it work for my campaign.
I'm sure I could.
I just have them listed as from the Feywild.
Anyway.
What were you two doing before this happened?
She was eating those pumpkin seeds that we got back in those caves under Grey Cap.
You mean from the ones that were sentient?
From the living pumpkin creatures, yeah. I actually
Sapient.
did try.
Sapient.
Sapient.
Oh.
Bonthorn would have meant sapient then.
Yeah, I actually tried telling her not to eat them.
Oh,
I actually tried.
alright.
She did try. That's
No.
I actually tried this time, guys!
She tried to help.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to prevent a fuck up. Of course, it may not actually be a fuck
Okay,
up. This might
so-
actually be very beneficial.
I would like the three of you individually to make intelligence checks
Oh god.
to try and figure out what's going on. Unless you guys want to keep role playing it out.
does,
No,
actually.
I mean, I'll still roll it, but yeah, we'll still role play it.
Yeah.
Based on our rolls, we'll role play it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Intelligence checks.
Flat
Yeah.
intelligence?
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
15.
18. Oh, sorry.
No.
All right. So what were they? Esmeralda,
15.
Willow,
21.
Lawthorn.
18.
Okay. So you all basically kind of immediately get it all at the same time.
Oh.
It seems that eating the pumpkin seeds allows you a one-off use of Speak with Plants.
Balthar gets so excited.
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna be terrifying.
Willow
Well,
panicks at
actually-
first because she's used to this with Colleen.
Terrifying. What do you? Oh.
Yeah, you can stop smacking me now.
I'm not smacking you. I'm just waving you over.
I think I'm good here. I personally don't need to speak with the plants. I'm sure they're cool and all, but I don't need to do that.
Is she talking to flowers?
Yeah, that it would seem that way.
You make weird friends, and I'm a talking horse.
Damn.
Damn, son. I need some aloe.
I thought it was weird when Colleen did it, but seeing a dragon
Colleen's whole
cat
thing.
talk to plants.
Yeah, it's not even really her forte. That's the weird thing about it.
Yeah, it's weird.
This is so cool. So,
And she's gonna like relay what she found out to the plant that she's talking to. It's like,
hey, so I figured out how we're able to actually communicate,
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
right? Oh, this is actually a really good opportunity. How far does your communication with with the other fauna in this area go?
Flora.
Flora and fauna. Oh, yeah, the flora.
Well, I don't really speak to fauna, but the other flora and I are mostly connected.
Mm-hmm.
My brothers and my sisters, we've spread out over this cave over many, many generations.
Ooh.
Is there something you're looking to know?
Basically, my friends and I are a little bit lost at the moment. We're trying to find our way back. And in the meantime, if we can't find our way back to the main path, we'd at least like to see if we can locate my siblings. So I have a couple siblings that I don't know if you could feel the vibrational energies that I'm giving off, but I have two siblings that would probably have similar.
I don't know what any of that means.
Okay. When a creature walks by or walks on the grass here, are you and your brothers and sisters able to feel that?
Aware of it.
Aware of it? Would you be aware of other individuals that have been amongst you?
Sure. There are many creatures that travel through here and eat of the fruits that grow on the larger vines from the larger plant.
Are there any of those? So real quick then, of those fruits, are there any that would pose a danger then to people?
Yes,
to
plenty.
Okay.
Well, your friend over there, she would be particularly in danger if you went up and to the right.
I look to the right. What do I see?
There's a kind of a split path,
Mhm.
so to speak. It's hard to see because your night vision
Is
plus
gray.
the lights plus the bioluminescence is kind of like making this weird thing. But
Mhm.
there's kind of like a forked path that you could follow. One goes off to the right, one goes off to the left, but
Mhm.
you don't really see anything down it other than more plants.
And this plant just said, "Don't go right." Basically, there's a danger towards the right.
Yes.
To Willow. Specifically Willow. And
There are plants that
Is a threat.
your friend looks very much like some of the other creatures. Her skin is much lighter, less dark or purple.
Oh.
But there is a plant, a giant plant, that manages to put them to sleep. But it only ever seems to be them also creatures from the other place. The place
Oh.
where our ancestors first came from.
The other place?
Yes,
Do you
there's
know?
another place.
At this point, Willow's just gonna get frustrated with Von Thorn just going, oh, ooh, and so she's just gonna say, Von Thorn, just, okay, this is frustrating. Give me one of the fucking pumpkin seeds now.
Hands her the back. Like hands her open bag.
Thank you, and so she just takes one and eats it.
Yeah.
Like
And you are now privy to this conversation.
Yeah. When Vondor was like doing this, like she's still listening intently on the conversations, and she's just like mindlessly open bag. Yeah.
The people from the other place and the creatures, they normally... There are other plants that put things to sleep. But they never seem to work on the creatures from the other place. Or the ones with the sharp ears.
The shark. What are you talking about?
So there's a plant. There's a plant off to the right hand of the fork in this road coming up here that put elvenkind or drow to sleep.
Would I know what she's talking about?
You would not, and as far as you know, you are immune to magical sleep.
Would I know what this is? No. Okay.
I mean, you're welcome to make some kind of nature check, but the DC is going to be real high on this one.
That's fine. I'm willing to attempt to try to like think on it. You said nature, right?
Yep.
You know what? I'll take a 19.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah. DC was 30.
Oh, yeah. No. So even
Yeah.
Volthorn's a little confused. Is like,
Wait, don't elvenkind and drowkind?
I
Have
shouldn't
immunity
be able
for
to
that?
be put to sleep. What?
Maybe by like not magical effects, but I don't know. But anyway, this other place. What manner of beings come from this other place that you come from?
Oh, many. Some are small, and they have wings. They've made their homes in many of my kind. Some are larger, and they have ears like the elven one, but longer. Sometimes they twirl and they spin.
I think they're talking about the Feywild.
Feywild, yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard it called Feywild?
No,
What have you
but
heard
it
it
might
called?
be that.
Right. You mentioned that your ancestors came from this other place. You've been here through your life?
Yes.
Okay. Have there been individuals around here recently?
There have been new creatures.
What kind of new creatures?
Strange ones compared to the ones I'm used to seeing. Most things that come through here walk on 2 legs or 4. But the
Do
things
these
I've
ones
been
walk?
seeing, many of them have many more legs or no legs at all. Some of them float. Some of them look like they walk, but they also float. And they don't touch the grass.
Have they come through here any time recently?
Some. Not many.
What direction? The same direction we're going or the opposite?
They came from the direction you came from.
Oh,
And so they're going the direction that we're going.
Yeah.
Do they go down the right fork or the left fork?
The last time they were here, they went down the left fork, but they didn't come back.
So
That's
we
probably-
may,
that's
we
probably
may have
the
a direction to go.
yeah. Well, this is a
And
happy
this-
accident.
Are there any plants like the ones you were talking about earlier down the left fork?
Oh no, that plant is the center of this place.
That plant.
Oh,
That is the plant where... That plant has made itself at the center where we came from.
oh.
How recently did you come here?
I've been here my whole life.
Many
How long was that?
generations.
There have been many generations of our kind in this place.
Audrey too.
In your perspective, then, how long does a generation last?
Like they know their plans.
And creates offspring.
Out of character. That was probably the wrong question.
It's a plant. It doesn't have a concept of time.
That's fair.
Are there plants that have lived longer, or
Oh, many.
Have these
The plant, the creature eater at the center, it has been here from the beginning.
new creatures? They've been here within your lifetime, correct? Just
yes.
recently?
Within the last few cycles.
Last few cycles?
Yes.
What is a cycle?
Well, I am awake, and then I am at rest.
so? How many cycles can you tell? Have these new people been around?
This creature
About
eater.
48.
48 cycles. And how many cycles have you been alive?
Would you know that off the top of your
Oh,
consciousness?
hundreds of cycles.
Okay, so 48 cycles. A cycle is basically sleeps. From this perspective.
Yeah,
So-
but you don't know how often this plant sleeps.
Yeah.
Could be once a day, could be twice a day, could be 3 times a day. I have no idea.
And this plant has been around for how many hundreds of cycles? Yeah. 48 cycles out of hundreds.
And this creature eater, you said it's at the center of these plants? All
Yes.
of your siblings?
It sits on the rift from here to the other place.
There's a rift. Oh,
Oh, that's fantastic. Cool.
that is some good information, though.
Yeah. Out of character question, DM. Would Willow know that Annalise is also of Fae descent?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure at some point it would have been mentioned.
Yeah, because aren't merfolk just basically
They're basically
sea
sea elves.
Yeah.
So is that common knowledge?
I'm probably going to restructure that as just sea elves later. Because the versions of merfolk that I put in here are not my creation, and I thought that they were an official creation, but they're not. So,
All right.
I think there is an official merfolk, though. Hold on.
there is, but there isn't, because it's by Wizards of the Coast, but it's for Magic the Gathering, and somebody reflavored it for D&D. And that's what I found.
I could have sworn. Hold on.
There are Triton. There are the Triton, which are basically the same thing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Wait, yeah. Let's maybe go back to this. It's getting interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. So, if we go down the right path, is it any creature similar to me that is like pointy ears? That is at, like you said, extreme risk or something like that?
Down the right path, yes. Many of them have been consumed by the the great plant at the center.
Cool. This great plant at the center, you said is in a rift to the other place?
It sits on where the rift was. I don't know if it's still there. I've never
Unless
seen it myself.
Unless the plant itself is the rift.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Vonthorn. So if we go down that path, Annalise and I seem to be fucked.
As long as the plant doesn't, like, sense your presence, maybe? I don't know. It just puts you to sleep as far as I know. But yeah.
That shouldn't be possible.
It also eats them.
It also eats them. Cool. I don't really feel like dying. I have things to get to in Laston here in however long that is.
I was thinking maybe, depending on what we're able to do, because if you remember, Esmeralda has a little raven familiar, and Esmeralda, if you can still hear us, would you be able to send a raven down the fork, down either forks?
Is that a fake
is your raven a fake creature? Muted again. Liz, you're muted.
Liz, we can't hear you.
I do this so that I don't talk and interrupt you guys, and then I forget, and then I'm like,
Name!
So, I mean, technically, I believe it's Faye. DM, is that technically true?
Is Victor Faye?
Okay.
It depends
Familiars.
on flavor, but there are basically two ways you can flavor it. Yes, it can be a fey creature. It could also just be a spectral. Well, in your case, because it's a vampire ability, right?
Yes, it's from my spell list.
Yeah. In your case, it's not.
Okay.
This is a creature that exists in its own sort of pocket dimension. This one actually is a liminal space, where it's not the fey creature. It's not
the Feywild.
Creature, but it operates very similarly.
Okay. Well, all right. Okay.
Vampire.
Anything else you want to inform me about it, or no?
No, but
Okay.
I think at this point we are going to take a break.
Okay. All right.
Because I definitely need to.
Okay.
So we will be right back.
Sure.
In a matter of few minutes.
Okay. All right. Be 1 second, guys. Bye.
We'll be back.
Hello?
Welcome back.
Up.
We just left off with part of the group talking to plant life. Let's get back to that, shall we?
Oh god.
So-
We have the ability to talk to plants, to pumpkin seeds, and we just asked Esmeralda if her raven Victor is a fae.
Victor is not a fae. So if you need me to come out and summon him, I could.
Yeah, because basically the idea is having Victor scout out the place on both forks, of both ends of the fork, see if what Victor can see in terms of this plant rift thingy, and then going off, which is off to the right side of the fork, and then seeing what's off towards the left, and then utilizing that information to mark along the map, or basically create some sort of marker on both of our copies of this map, on Annalise's copy and then our copy.
Well,
So that
okay. I could possibly do that. The problem is that I mean, I could technically... Vector can't see as well in the dark as I can. Now, he can see, but not as well. Unless one of you have some sort of...
glowing.
Oh, right. Well, so unless it's in complete darkness, he can't see it.
Oh no, the plants are bioluminescent.
Oh, alright.
It's light.
Okay.
It's like a
Alright.
dim light.
Well, then she'll step out of the Bardo at this point and sort of look around at everything.
Oh, have a couple of these.
And she is holding up the open bag of pumpkin seeds.
Just one.
Just one. It'll last for like a minute.
Right.
Speaking of, by about this time, it's starting to fade for the two of you, so you guys might want to take another one if you want to keep talking to the plants.
Nom 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 nom.
Bonthorn's been like...
I haven't had pumpkin seeds in quite some time. Did you use
I even used.
the book? Yes, I gave you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I certainly wasn't going to use it. Right then, where am I sending Victor?
So,
The left fork is apparently the safer option, and the right fork is the fuck you option, apparently.
Alright.
for anyone of elven descent, apparently.
Really?
From what I think the plant was saying,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's anybody of Fey descent, and not just elven descent.
Oh, well, that's strange.
Basically, there is a
Yes.
plant in the middle of all of this, and it's basically a source plant, and it has the ability to put anyone of Fey or elven ancestry to sleep.
Sorry, it's not putting them to sleep. It is a charm.
Oh, that's worse. I don't like that.
So
The aroma of this Feywild flora has the added effect of being the only known substance that can charm a Fey creature. That can charm Fey creatures. This charm effect ignores immunities or resistances to charm effects that are derived from Fey ancestry. Creatures that are not Fey or not are descended from Fey are not affected. The aroma has an effect of area of 120 feet, circle centered on the Fey trap.
Right, so,
It doesn't attack. The only thing it does is it lures in Fey-like creatures to touch the center stalk, which turns them to stone.
Poppies. Poppies. Nice, lovely poppies.
Kinda.
I mean, yeah. So, right. Well,
and since both Annalise and I are descended from, or have Fey ancestry within us, we are kind of susceptible to this.
no, I understand. How far away from me are we from the fork? Like, is it like a few feet up, or?
It's like maybe 10, 20 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're not that far away.
Mm-hmm. Well, here.
Is Doug looking at me like I'm insane?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. That's fantastic.
Part of me wants to feed him some pumpkin seeds.
No.
Sneak feed him some pumpkin seeds. I want to sneak feed him some pumpkin seeds.
If Willow sees, she's gonna fucking grab your hand and say
Oh no! Please do it
So
though.
if you're sneakily doing it,
Roll stealth. Or sleight of hand.
Whichever one is better. I can't give you guidance because I don't know you're doing this.
Is it my passive perception?
It's your passive, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, roll high, girl.
So.
Roll high. Like high, like blazing it high, like real high.
So I'm basically gonna be doing a metabatic settle spell to do guidance on myself.
I love it. What is it?
Why not just... Okay, yeah. Okay, sure.
Because guidance is
No, sorry, I thought you were casting a spell.
No. She's not.
Mm-mm.
Go ahead, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Get your best dice out for this, baby.
Forget you have a fate point.
No, well, I don't know about.
Yeah, not right now.
These are important rolls here.
Oh god.
You did just finish a long rest. You have a fate point.
Where is it?
Hold on. So, which one? My stealth is going to be higher. And I have guidance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Add your D4.
So, adding a d4, which is a 2. And the d20 is a natural 19 plus 5 is 24.
You didn't even need guidance then.
No, she needed it.
So 26 total.
Hell to the yeah, my guy. Yes.
My passive is a 19.
Yeah, I know it's a 19.
Here's the thing, though. A normal horse would have eaten it. A ranger horse, they're very specifically trained.
Okay.
Very specifically trained. I'm
Does Tug let me know?
But
I'm desperate for one of you to try to ride this horse without permission.
Oh yeah.
I'm so
desperate for this.
But
Like-
anyway,
Vonthorn sneakily would next to the horse be like, hey, to Tug, being like,
oh, but she rolled a natural 19.
I know. But
I know.
Take this.
Yeah. I get it.
like she's still gonna get his permission to eat pumpkin. Like she's still
As a
gonna get
DM,
his
I get it.
Yeah, like she's still gonna ask if he wants pumpkin seeds, but like she's gonna do it behind Willow's back, being like, hey, you want some seeds? Hey,
Kid, would you like some pumpkin seeds?
Hey kid, get in the van. I've got candy. So great.
hey, come to the dark side. We got pumpkin seeds.
Do I eventually notice this?
So the horse looks at you with eyes that are far too intelligent for a fucking horse, and just kind of like, there's this silent judging going on. You don't know exactly what he's thinking because you can't hear him talk, but you get the sense that there is something of the fuck are you doing? And like there's this, you're being judged by a horse right now.
I love how sassy and fed up with everybody's bullshit Tug always is.
Yeah.
He was fed up with Willow's bullshit before she ever met you.
Yep.
Truly. An icon.
So basically, Vonthorn is like, hey, Tug, you want to touch your plants? Want some pumpkin seeds? The fuck, dude?
Yeah, come on.
Does Tug say anything?
No.
That'll be really cool. You can be
Drug
part
will
of the
make you
conversation.
feel like you can talk to plants. Next level.
You can be part of the conversation and be involved in what's going on.
So Tug doesn't say anything.
Well, then, as
Although we'll eventually give up.
right, and when she comes back, Esmeralda will give her low whistle, and again from the shadows, Victor flies and then lands on her shoulder, and then she puts a hand on Von Tharn's shoulder, and then lets Victor fly out and in the direction to the right, and she'll see through his eyes.
Right. So, you fly out, and what you see is several. Eventually, what you see is several elven statues.
And I'm describing everything that I see. Go on.
All of them around this large plant stalk. One big bulb at the center with like almost a tree trunk like stalk that holds it up, and vines coming off of it in all these different ways. And those vines come off and they're wrapped around these statues, and the statues are all hand placed on the trunk, on the stalk of the creature itself, of this plant. All of them touching it, all of them stone. They're they're in this weird, for almost ritual-like circle, but all they're doing is touching the plant. They're just a bunch of statues.
Yeah, I'm suspecting that
How many layers?
I'm suspecting that either this was summoned, or an even more horrifying thought is that those elves were once living.
Oh dear.
Can Esmeralda hear us or no?
Yeah. No.
No, not as a bird, but I'm still describing everything.
I
Okay.
wonder how many else-
May Victor land on the top of one of them?
Of the statues?
Yes,
Or
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm just trying to get a better look at their faces. Are they all
They're-
the same face?
Yes. Basically.
so they're
they're
all
all different. They're all different, like, faces. Like, they don't look like they're not all the statue of the same person.
Oh, okay.
No, same expression though.
But they're all kind of calm, almost serene, as they look at the stalk itself with their hands stretched out to touch it. What you also see is resin from the stalk is dripped along the hands of each of these statues. The stalk itself seems to be coated in this sort of like sap or resin.
Right. And I'm still.
Through Victor's senses,
Mhm.
because it's not just sight, you can also smell a very sweet, sort of very alluring type of aroma coming from the sap.
Right. Do I see, just to confirm, do I see like blood or body scraps anywhere on the ground?
You see rubble in various places that has been sort of crumbled, and it's become. It seems to be in the process of like becoming dirt, becoming soil, and that's about all you really get.
This is all I'm seeing at the moment, and this is Esmeralda talking. If you would like me to investigate further, tap my right shoulder. If you would like me to turn them back, tap my left.
I'm gonna tap her right shoulder.
Right shoulder.
Right shoulder, okay. I'm standing on... Vector is on top of one of the statues now. Would you like him to go further down on the ground or investigate more about the plant?
So
Right shoulder, plant, left shoulder, ground.
What about for neither though? And to just look around.
I don't know what
I'll
else
do
to
the-
investigate. I mean, I've been...
because there's also a way to figure out how long it's been there by looking at the statues and what they're wearing. and dating the era of their clothing.
Unless maybe one of you shouts down the hall.
All of the different. Are any of you familiar with all of the different fashion styles going back probably hundreds of years of drow culture?
If it would be anybody, it would be Esmeralda.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, yes. That's so true.
I was about to say Esmeralda too. It's like if anyone Esmeralda.
I mean, she read a lot of books.
She did
not
what
have
Esmeralda
friends.
looks for, though?
Well, because what I was thinking of doing, for the shoulder that Esmeralda indicated for closer to
the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just kind of be tugging at it, like tugging at the clothing, trying to like tapping on that shoulder, tugging at the clothing and indicating clothing, and also like kind of touching around like the collarbone area and tugging at both shoulders, clothing.
All right, I think I got it. Look at the clothes. Okay, look at the. All right.
Willow's also gonna tap the shoulder for the plant. I don't know.
All right, I guess I'm still going. All right, with everything, sure. Right, and first.
We're not demanding at all. It's fine.
It's totally fine. She's used to being used.
No.
So sad. It's so true.
Oh, baby.
She'll go down. And she'll get Victor to go on the ground and sort of like waddle up to one of the statues and look at the clothing and like facial features and things like that, seeing if she can judge how old these relics or statues are.
Yeah, like if they're from like this era or a previous era.
Mm-hmm.
Make an intelligence check.
If someone would like to give me guidance, since I can't do it to myself, thank you.
Guidance.
Yes, you can.
Guidance.
Well,
She's
now,
but you can.
Guidance.
Thank
giving
you.
her the guidance.
Thank you. Oh man, I lost my D4. Fuck. Oh wait, no, I have one in here, I think. Yes, I do.
I'm gonna find that the worst possible time.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, intelligence, you said?
Yes.
Alrighty. Where are my stats? There are my stats. Ooh, and now I roll. Come on. Oh, alright. And then D4, not bad. So that is 23.
Okay. So, you know a little about drow fashion.
Mm-hmm.
What you do know, though, is that elven fashion in general, and drow are no exception, is very long-lived. It doesn't go through the fads, or rather, the fads don't change as quickly as human fads.
Mm-hmm.
Being a long-lived culture, their fads are also quite long-lived. So there's very little, if any, difference between the clothing and the style of dress of any of these creatures.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't tell you much, because that could mean that they all came from the last year. It could mean they all came from the last 100 years. It doesn't really give you anything there.
Does it at least look something that would be recognizable of this era?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Right.
it's not like the last time elven styles changed was like in the last age. It was at the turning of the age. So it's been a while.
Right.
It's been a while.
Since I could.
In that case, Victor is also going to make his way towards the plant, but very cautiously, like maybe keeping about 10, 15 feet from it.
So, as you get closer, you see on the hands of some of these statues are smaller statues of fairy-like creatures, and other creatures that you would associate with the Feywild.
Are they? They're not moving. Just as a. Okay.
They're all statues.
All right.
All with that same sort of serene, almost blissful-like look on their face.
This is basically a Medusa plant.
Do you touch the plant at all? What is it gonna happen here?
He's just sort of like waddling his way towards it just to get a close look at the plant. But not touching it not touching it yet. But he's making his way towards the trunk.
Okay.
Making my way to this trunk, this tree, all sappy. Not gonna touch it though.
A dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay, alright.
Sure.
A dexterity saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright. Come on, baby. Oh, God. Oh, I'm glad I'm not there. 7.
So Victor lands on the ground and he hops towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot of dexterity when he's not flying.
Mm-hmm.
And he steps in a bit of the sap.
Mm.
And as he does, you immediately feel stiffening coming up his leg. As you look down at the space and his leg is turning to stone. As Victor's body turns to stone.
I instantly bath him.
And you lose your connection.
Okay, alright. Whoa!
Okay. What happened?
Bit of information. Do not touch that step. It'll turn you into stone.
How?
I almost lost Victor.
Oh no.
Ah, thankfully. He's alright. Yeah,
Does Marie look okay?
I'm fine.
Esmeralda starts turning to stone. Okay.
No.
That was my concern just now.
I'm fine. I mean, I was a bit shocked it was happening, but that sap turned Victor was going to turn Victor to stone, so I imagine.
Do you resummon Victor?
Did you make sure he's okay? Or are you not able to?
I don't know with Find Familiar, actually.
Find Familiar, I think is
If I could just... Because I use technically a second level spell slot, but it's a vampire spell slot. I think I have 2 of them, but...
I was actually going over Find Familiar with one of my players earlier.
Oh, really? That's funny. Well, I'm...
Well...
Oh, Find Familiar is a first level.
Oh, right, okay, so... I mean, I could, technically.
Yeah, so you would just have to recast it again in order to re-summon Victor.
Right, I think I'll do that, just to resummon him.
Mm-hmm.
The little whistle, and then him coming back down.
Where does he go when you vamp him out, when you summon him?
I imagine, like, anywhere there's a shadow, or anywhere there's darkness, he sort of, like, comes out. He sort of, like, apparates from.
The thing with Find Familiar is the familiar lasts until you recast it or you dismiss them.
Or they drop to 0 hit points.
Or they drop to 0 hit points.
But I dismissed him, but I'm resummoning him.
Yeah. So you,
Let me just re-pull up that spell real quick, hold on.
Then yeah, he would, sort of like, out of your own shadow, you see a winged figure flock up and like land on your shoulder, and he just kind of cleans himself up under his wing.
Oh,
Hi,
darling.
Madi.
Oh, goodness. I thought something terrible would happen to you. And then she just kind of nuzzles him. Well. Right. So, thankfully, he's safe, and I check his leg. Is it still turning to stone, or is it fine?
He's like flexing it, like when you have to pop a joint, but it won't pop. Kind of like that.
I help him. I help him adjust.
like
It's fine.
Kind of like it's just been in one position for far too long, like a cast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like
darling.
it feels weird.
Oh no. Okay, and like she sort of helps him adjust on her arm. So, needless to say, I can send him back, but do not touch that sap. That's what. It's strange. The faces on those statues all seem so serene and calm, but I can't imagine what else turned them all into stone.
Except that sap.
Exactly.
So,
Unless they did so willingly, which also I'm not very fond of the
Well-
thought.
well, our friendly plant over here said that the plant down that way has a charming ability that lures those people to that. So,
Right, and they also had all their little fae in their hands.
oh, shit.
Right. Unless they were all charmed by the fae in some way.
Charmed by that particular tree. Was there anything you mentioned that there were these aromas coming from the sap? Do you think it has something to do with it?
Most likely, it smelled very sweet and enticing.
That might be what it might be then.
I mean, from what I was gathering from the plant, I don't think it's just elves that are affected. I think it's anybody connected to or
The Fae.
descended from the Fae.
Yeah.
Well, but that's strange because Vidya's
Even though that shouldn't be possible.
well, Vidya is not fae, and yet he also affected by the sap.
Was he affected by the smell, though?
No, good point. It was just as soon as he stepped in it.
Yeah.
So maybe the sap will turn anybody who touches it to
In
stone.
stone.
But the charming effect is only effective on fae, or
I know
descendants
that
of fae.
shouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
Well, the only
So-
reason I can think of is that it comes from the fae.
I haven't ever heard of anything being able to do that, though.
Unless there's something else going on with it, because our plant over here said that the plant over there came with all of the other plants many generations ago through a rift from the other side.
Did you
From
see
the other place,
anything
the Feywild.
like that?
So wouldn't that make more sense then? That somehow this plant creature was summoned from the Feywild to this place and just stayed there for a very long
Did you see
time.
anything like a rift or a portal or anything?
Not before I took him out. Now technically I can go back, just to ensure. And maybe I'd just stay in the air and away from the sap.
Yeah? That would probably be best if you wanted to.
Victor, darling, are you sure you'll be alright? And she kind of pets him.
Did you say anything, babe?
No, well, she can't speak with him.
Oh, I said babe. Because it looked like he said something.
Yeah. We can't hear you, dude.
Fine. Fine.
Alright, darling.
Fine.
And she'll just.
show me up, why don't you?
I do
It's-
creatures. I'm sorry.
And she'll just like
How
put
dare you?
her arm down and then let him fly up and let him go and place another.
In a minute, he's back circling.
Yeah. He's
thing.
circling, but he's not like touching anything, and but he's like getting not close, but like
Yeah.
he's not like way up. He's trying to. I'm purposely trying to get him to look for any rift or anything like that. And he's something strange, even more strange than just the plant. Anything I haven't noticed.
Temporal energies.
Yeah. And I'm placing my hand on Von Thorn and again continuing to look around. Do I find anything?
No, not really. There's not really anything to see here. There's no like rift or like tear in space. There doesn't seem to be anything like that directly. Like you can't see into another dimension or anything like that here.
No like glowing portals.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Just a big plant and a lot of smaller plants.
Right.
Bonthorn had a thought. But she'll wait for Esmeralda to come back.
Right, so I'm not seeing anything, no rifts or anything of the sort. But my worry is that if they're all descendants from this thing, does that mean they all grow to the same plant?
Only if they get close enough to it to smell its aromas.
I cannot hear you, darling.
I thought you were back, I'm sorry.
No, I'm still flying with Victor.
Oh, okay.
I'm just describing everything that I see.
Okay.
I'm not I can't think of anything else to really investigate.
There's the other pathway. I think you wanted to do that too.
Right, yeah. So
going to the left.
and I'll tell them I'm circling back and around through the other path, and then
To the left.
going down.
So on this path, you see a very different sight. You see several corpses of varying different creature types.
How far down?
Same level. It's not that far down.
Okay.
You see a blue slad dead, being consumed by some of the plants in this area. You see a mind flare, and that's about it.
Okay.
A couple mind flares and a blue slad have been
Dead.
killed
Oh, right.
and are being absorbed by the local flora.
Right. It might be stupid, but I'm gonna do this. I'm going down with Victor. Victor's going up to the ground. And I'm just going to take a peek at the bodies to see if they have any specific injuries or, like what, essentially.
Like you can tell what killed them?
Mm-hmm.
One of the mind flares seems to have had its neck snapped, and there's a thick vine wrapped around it that seems to be the culprit of it.
I'm still describing everything I see. Right. And...
Oh, cool. So both paths are fucked. Got it.
And the blue slad has is wrapped in vines, and now that you're closer and getting a better look at it, there's a big black flower sprouted out from its chest. The vines are covered in this weird sort of like black viscous liquid that might be the slad's blood.
Right. I'm still investigating. Are they both the mind flayers? They're not illithids, correct? They're just mind flayers?
Yeah, these are just mind flare.
These are just mind flayers. Okay, so then that answers my question. Well,
As Maria is describing the whole scene, Valdar's ears just slowly flatten down, and her eyes are just like, what the fuck?
Willow just turns to Von Thorn. How much you want to bet we're gonna have to go wake Annalise up?
More than likely.
Okay. Yep, she's gonna hate us. That's
Yep.
fine.
Well, what we must
goes.
is
Oh, fine.
You gotta get Tug back in anyway.
Fine.
yeah.
I'll wake her
Tug
up.
should not be witness to this horror. Leave him be.
Nor should he be involved.
No. If all of us die, Tug must survive.
That's the thing is
Tug and
probably-
Ryan, Tug and Harold must survive. Sorry.
Well, that's the thing is that Tug probably won't want to go back inside.
Because he's that protective of ya.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
We're going. As I'm still investigating, I can't hear you guys, but I'm just talking. We might possibly need fire and lots of it.
Get Annalise. She's gonna want to burn shit. And I will assist.
Well, I feel like we should get her opinion.
That's true.
First.
Also, it would also be a good idea, instead of burning things, because these plants, because remember before, probably the ones that are up there right now being devoured, they probably don't even have the ability to talk to a plant, let alone communicate. So we actually have a very fine opportunity here.
And I hold up the bag again with the pumpkin seeds.
Ask them politely to let us through.
Honestly?
They just attack and say fuck no.
Well, it does not hurt to try to communicate and ask them, hey, we just want to get through so that way we can meet up with a couple of people that we're trying to find to help them out again. Basically, not have these the ones that your siblings are that their siblings are eating now. We don't want to end up like those. And in fact, those people are causing a lot of harm. Would it be all right for us to pass through?
Well, let's at least go get Annalise and then talk about this. That way she's not being left out any further.
That's true.
So, I go over to Tug first. And just go, you heard that, didn't you?
Heard, didn't understand, but I heard.
Both paths are incredibly dangerous, it would seem.
Want a little bit more
So-
somebody.
Talking to
It's-
plants now, I see.
It's only for a little bit. And,
Tug.
she wasn't really, saying what she was hearing. She was just responding. So
You're
it was
starting to
frustrating.
scare me with these people. Even with Colleen, you never talked to the plants. She
Okay,
did,
but
but you never did.
we never had magic pumpkin seeds.
Matt, do you know how crazy you sound?
I'm talking to a horse, so
Yeah, that's my point. You are explaining magic pumpkin seeds to a horse.
I'm not
This is
explaining
your
them, I'm
life
just saying
now.
it. Why would you say that, Tug?
He's not wrong. Out of character. He's not wrong.
But I kind of don't want you getting hurt, Tug.
I'll do what I gotta do, but I'd rather be out here where I can protect you.
I know, but I know I would never forgive myself if you ended up dying.
I would never forgive myself if you did. And I was trapped in a barn where I was eating apples.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good life.
not the trapped bit, but
Well, eating the
If
apples.
I was stuck in some barn munching apples while you were out here being murdered by talking plants, I'd never forgive myself either, and I'd be a right disgrace as a ranger horse.
So you would rather stay out here with us?
I would.
Okay.
Very least I can get you out of danger.
Okay.
Hey Willow, how does it feel to have people care about you?
Shut up! Shut up!
How does
Horse,
it feel
not
to
people.
How does
Horse,
it feel
not
to have
people.
people and animals actually love you?
Horses are better than people. Willow, don't you think I'm right?
What'd you say, babe?
I said horses are people too. Horses have rights.
I mean,
And
Let
Willow
horses-
just ends up.
Let
Willow
horses
just
vote.
turns and goes into the tavern and goes up to
Annalise.
Annalise's room and knocks.
Fight the same monkeys.
Yep, totally. Can I enter the room, Annalise?
You can try.
Opens the door, or at least tries to open the door.
is Annalise decent?
Okay, yeah, it opens.
I just swim in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like kind of kick off and float through.
Mm-hmm.
And I just head over and just shake Annalise's shoulder.
Punches
And
you.
I can.
She's gonna slap her?
Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Please, yes. Do it, please.
You're waking up after
And if you don't, I want you to swing and fall right on your face.
There's no gravity in my room.
Exactly. That's what would make it more hilarious.
Yeah, you'll
Can
just end up
Willow
floating.
talk in the water?
Yes, you guys can talk.
Yeah, you can breathe.
Okay, I'm just making sure that I remembered it right.
That's 16.
That is my armor class.
That was at disadvantage.
Yes.
That was a disadvantage. On the dice, it was a 14. And then I rolled
Oh
a 15.
yeah, Willow. You shake Annalise and she just rolls over and fucking swats you right in the jaw. You take what's your strength, Annalise?
+2?
You take 2
damage. Damn.
Oh. That's gonna be sore for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I deserve that. Okay, cool. And I just shake her shoulder again and immediately back up.
What?
Hey, so there's danger shit going on outside. You want to be a part of it?
What kind of danger shit?
Well, if we go down one pathway, we could fucking get turned to stone. Just you and I. And just be, like, charmed into going and touching a plant that turns us into stone. Or the other way, we could get strangled by plants. And so we want your opinion on which way we should go.
Strangled by plants. Definitely strangled by plants.
Okay, well, let's... No.
Wait, is he even dressed?
Yeah,
she's wearing like pajamas.
Yeah,
Oh,
She doesn't
PJs.
sleep in the nude.
I'm sorry, but Annalise does not strike me as the type that wears pajamas.
I mean, did y'all remember what happened first time?
Yeah, but that was because it was after a spa day.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. Anyway.
She had a lot to drink.
so, let's have you get dressed and then come meet us outside. That way we can all enjoy this experience together as a party.
As a family. One big happy
Oh, also,
family.
we have pumpkin seeds that let us talk to plants. So,
Well, shit, why didn't you lead with that?
Exactly.
She starts putting on her boots.
yep. Okay, cool.
I was about to say, all you
I
had
hear
to
those,
do
Jenner.
was go in there and be like, hey, Annalise, do you want to set shit on fire? And then she would have been like, yeah.
Hey, you want to talk? Hey, you want to talk to psychedelic bioluminescent plants?
Not this whole, like, let's be a party shit, you know?
No, we can totally have party bonding time over talking with psychedelic bioluminescent plants.
We can totally have party bonding time while we do psychedelic drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
That's character development.
Duh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna go old school's D&D here.
Yeah.
So I'm still with Victor. Do I hear anything from the plant? Like, is it moving? Or, do these creatures still seem to maybe be alive in some way?
Just the sounds of the plants eating the bodies. It's basically the sound clips from plants for zombies.
Crunch, munch.
Yeah.
Okay, I will be right back. I need to go use the bathroom. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what?
What's happening?
Oh, hey, Alex. Oh, seeds.
Oh, these ones talk to plant seeds?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Those.
Yum yum.
Okay. How many do you take?
Like 3.
So like
Okay.
3 minutes. So like 3
You
minutes.
get 3 minutes. They
Yeah.
stack.
Yeah. And Valdarn will pop like 3 as well.
Annalise?
Flo told me there was a one that could petrify me and her specifically. for some
Yeah,
reason.
it's down. It's
Then-
down on the right hand of the board.
Eating things.
Yeah. Apparently, according to Esmeralda here, who's still investigating with Victor, the crow,
Oh.
the raven.
That's why she looks like that. Okay.
Basically, there is a blue slot and a couple of
Illithid or my player?
Mind Flayer.
two mind flayers already dead, being eaten by the plants. I was thinking we ask because I've been having this very nice conversation with this plant over there,
And I point to the plant I've been talking to.
and I had this idea of utilizing this opportunity to ask and see if, hey, maybe if that is okay with you.
She turns to the plant.
If it's okay with you for us to pass through and not attack us for the left hand of the fork.
At this point,
Attack.
What's
I
that?
don't have any offensive abilities.
Okay.
Just a flower.
Okay.
Is there a way to communicate with your siblings down that way to let them know, hey, there's a couple people coming this way, don't eat them?
Well, my siblings are not carnivorous.
What about those plants down that way that are
Your
slowly
cousins?
consuming? Yeah, what about the cousins?
Those are not my siblings. Those are a different species.
Do you have a way of communicating with them? Or would it be best for us, or at least one of us, to try to communicate with them?
Oh,
Ourselves.
you can certainly try.
Hmm.
We don't really communicate the way you do, like
Hmm.
this, with
Hmm.
our thoughts and our feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Plants have feelings?
Oh, yeah, they do. Have you never taken care of a plant?
No. Most
Wait,
I've ever
I
come in
didn't-
contact with a plant was seaweed. It was mainly for a snack.
At this point, Victor comes around from the corner and then basically lands in front of all of us. And as I do talk, but I listen to Victor, so I'm basically talking, but Victor and Esmeralda are looking and nodding and having the same actual mannerisms, even though I look blind.
It's like a weird echo.
Yeah,
Think
So you're having this conversation in third person. is
Basically.
what you're saying.
right.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Alright, cool.
So, what are we doing?
strangle path.
Right, I assume
But-
so, but what is the plan here?
Oh,
You should try and talk to them as we get closer.
yeah, to see if they'll just let us pass through without eating us.
There's that echo again.
From Liz. Technical difficulties are fun, yeah.
It's still there? I don't think it's still there.
It's not there now.
It was there a second ago.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Cassidy was talking.
Good? Bad?
Yeah, we're good.
For now,
For the moment, we're good.
Well, still, so, do we still need Victor for the moment?
I don't think so.
Unless he's able to go out farther down the left path to see if there was anything else beyond what you saw just now.
keep in mind you lose control of them at about 100 feet. So
It's 120 feet.
Well, so she loses the ability to communicate telepathically.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he
It
can still
didn't
go
say
off on
anything.
his own, but I won't be able to see
Yeah.
through him after 120 feet.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay.
what I could do that. Go a little bit past the path, maybe hopefully there's someone there.
So at this point,
Mm-hmm.
I would like Willow and Annalise both to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Why?
Oh, they're too close.
No.
Come and wake me up. You turned to stone. I'm blaming you.
That's fair.
I neglected to put a DC in here, so I'm just going to move it up.
You have fate die just in case you don't feel confident in your role.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Use the fate
Me
die.
too. Me too. Yep.
Oh,
This would
boy.
be the time to use them.
Yes. Okay, that is much
boy.
better. Yeah.
21.
21, pass.
16.
16, pass.
Ah, lovely.
I rolled a natural 1 the first time.
Me too! Oh, that's so crazy. So you both would have shared the same fate.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Jesus
Oh my God.
criminy.
That's
The
great.
dice gods were like, yeah, I can turn to stone, both of you! Oh.
Oh, well, here we go again.
Alright.
On their own.
Okay, so what happens?
Here we go
Again
again
on my own.
Okay. What
Meow, 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 meow.
happens? What happens?
Nothing.
Not even them smelling it?
It's just
Oh,
like,
you guys smell an incredibly intoxicatingly sweet smell.
Does
Like, it
everyone
is
does?
delicious.
Is it all of us?
The two of you, just the two of them smell.
Oh, right.
Oh.
oh,
What?
Wow.
What?
What is
Something
it?
smells amazing.
amazing. What is that?
Oh, that would be
Oh,
Go ahead.
probably the plant that is the Medusa plant. I'm calling it the Medusa plant.
It's called
Excuse
the Fake
me?
Trap, but okay, thanks.
Well, that plant. Right, the plant produces a sap that's very sweet and alluring. That is the sap that turns you to stone. So maybe, try to avoid you two going too close to it. Maybe you should stay in the good berry. I don't know.
Probably.
But the thing is, we're going to most likely need all of us to be able to fight this plant.
Oh, wait, do you guys have cloths?
yes.
Give me your cloths, both of you.
I don't think I have an extra cloth.
Can I use my headband?
Sure.
Any cloth should work.
Mm-hmm.
It will smell
At
really
least
dirty because it's
temporarily.
never been washed.
My head bandana and my waist sash.
Yeah.
So, because prestidigitation lasts for an hour, so Vonthorn is going to prestidigitate the cloths to neutralize any odors if you breathe through them like masks.
Oh, smart.
So when they put them over their mouths,
Again?
so basically, Vonthorn is taking the cloths, using prestidigitation to do a odor that neutralizes the odor of the sap. So that way, when she gives the cloths back to Annalise and then to Willow for the duration of that hour, they just have to wear the mask and then when they're breathing, the odor is neutralized, so that way they cannot be charmed.
Can you read off that effect for me?
The spell is a minor magical trick that novice spellcasters use for practice. You create one of the following magical effects within range, and it is a 10-foot range. You create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odor. You instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. You instantaneously clean or soil an object no longer than 1 cubic foot. You chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour. You make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour. You create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in your hand, and that lasts until the end of your next turn. If you cast this spell multiple times, you can have up to 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time, and you can dismiss such an effect as an action.
Right. So the neutralizing odor thing, that's not... you can't. What you're trying to do is enchant an object, essentially, to do a thing.
So I can...
The neutralizing odor is in the space you're in.
Okay,
so it's not
you can't
in the
apply
object.
the effect to a piece of cloth.
So in a 10-foot area, I can do an odd odor.
Yeah.
And then for the cloth thing, I can...
I think in order to neutralize it, you would need to know the exact...
scent.
Not the scent, but the exact makeup, like the chemical makeup of the scent.
Well, because I can also just put an odd odor, or I could just do the soiling effect on the cloths to give it an odd odor.
Well, I mean, they haven't ever been washed, so they're already soiled.
Yeah.
So I could just add to the odor. I could effectively just add to the odor, but in such a way where it's not unpleasant, but it effectively masks the alluring odors. Basically,
you can certainly try.
The idea is like, because you know how like when you smell a certain odor, it can trigger
I get it, but it's also a magical effect.
Well, Vontar's still gonna freaking try, and she's using magic to do it, so it's also a magical effect. Magic with magic.
Like I
My
said, you can
headband.
certainly try.
Not like a hamburger.
Yeah. So, for at least hi, honey. What's up?
You don't have to stop talking to them.
Well, I'm live on screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go away, bitch.
So basically, what I can do because I can do up to 3, so I can do the 10-foot radius one of the odd odor to at least see if doing...
I would say that is probably your best bet.
Okay, so I'm going to do the...
Is trying to neutralize the
odor.
The odor in a 10-foot area.
Okay. So Volthorn will then attempt to neutralize the odor in a 10-foot range.
Okay, let's see about neutralizing this odor real quick.
And she's going to do her sparkles, but she's going to have her sparkles come out and do a little bit of like a fog cloud thing, sparkly foggy cloud. And she's what is the odor that was described from Esmeralda and from those two? Like,
you don't smell it yet.
I know, but Victor was able to smell it, and then
Okay, tell me what the odor smells like, and then I'll try to do something that's opposite of that.
It smells like really sweet and yummy, like the best candy ever.
Yeah, it smells fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Fruity, pastry.
It's different for each of you.
Definitely candy.
It's very reminiscent of that drink you had at the drag bar.
But it only in smell instead of taste.
Yeah.
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 It's basically the that one potion from the series that will not be named that can only be that where the scent. Huh?
Blood potion where it changes for each person.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Hold on a second. What was that, honey?
God.
I can help breakfast now.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry.
So really sweet and yummy.
Okay. So it seems like it's smelling different for each of you.
Oh,
Sweet. That sounds like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So Vonthorn will attempt to then make the odor like the opposite odor, so to try to neutralize it in such a way to where it's opposite for both Annalise and Willow, because while they're similar, there are slight differences. So Vonthorn is going to try to take those similarities and do a odor to neutralize just all of it, even if it has to be a slightly bad smell.
There's no real role
smells
for
like
this.
teriyaki.
But Esmeralda,
Mm-hmm.
you smell whatever it is Vonthorn's making, and it's kind of rancid. The two of you, though, do not have. There's no difference. You still only smell that incredibly alluring smell.
And why
Why
does
cast it or what?
Yeah.
gonna-
Are you gonna cast
When are you
it?
gonna cast it?
I'm already casting. Yeah, there you are.
Oh no.
Okay.
Don't smell
yes,
any
hold your
different.
breath.
It smells exactly the same.
Yeah.
Constitution check.
Esmeralda?
Esmeralda, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm not trying to make it that strong.
Well, I'm smelling it through Victor technically.
Oh.
Well, there's also, it's Esmeralda.
Wait, yeah, what are you making it smell like?
So basically, Vonthorn would have also asked,
Okay, what are smells that you guys do not like?
I mean,
Shit.
no,
Sauerkraut.
not particularly fond of.
she's basically taking the scents that Annalise and Willow do not like, and they're trying to do
So
that.
shit and sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Just take.
Esmeralda,
Am I
as
so?
the smell of shit and sauerkraut enters your nostrils and your brain.
Oh,
What is your Constitution saving throw?
it's terrible. It's 6.
Yeah, you get a whiff of this and you immediately go, nope, and run to the back of the tavern.
No,
and
no.
Sorry!
And she just goes inside.
Don't breathe through your nose!
And Vonthorn is like,
Don't breathe through your nose.
It's just her mouth.
This is weird because she doesn't even need to breathe. She's dead.
I made an undead vomit. Okay.
Well, yeah, but you haven't been undead for long, so you still breathe.
Yeah, if it was a
Your
person.
body, you don't need to, but your body still reacts.
And as I run in there, Victor just sort of like wobbles behind me.
And Callum and Massey are just coming in as well.
No.
Wings folded over Victor's nose. Just kind of waddles in.
Oh no! Tug needs to get out of the cloud.
Oh, Tug is backing out. Just oof. He's not.
Oh no!
Well, no, because Tug is a ranger horse, so he's gonna tough it out.
But he's not enjoying it.
It's not happening.
Vonthorn's gonna.
Like-
So basically, Vonthorn
Okay.
is gonna cover his nostrils with her tail.
Joel's gonna look
Okay.
at Vonthorn and just go, it's obviously not working, fucking stop. Now.
Really?
She's gonna like stop.
Well, hold on.
Her.
I want to describe Tug because this is hilarious.
Yes, please.
If you've ever seen like a really tough guy, manly man type cutting onions while he just sits there and like tries to cut it out, like man it out. That's what Tugs do. If a horse would do that, that is exactly what Tug looks like.
Vonthorn would have like put like
There's
the end of her.
tears welling up in his eyes, and he's just like, nope.
And Vonthorn would have like tried
I'm a
to
ranger
lessen
horse,
that by
I'll
putting
cut it out.
her tail like in front, like the edge of like the tip of her tail in front of his nose.
Willow turns to Vonthorn and just goes, it is obviously not working for us. Fucking
Yeah.
stop.
Okay.
And she's like,
It's
and she
hard-
just like does the little fanning of her hands to like dissipate the spell.
When you accidentally cast a spell that you didn't even know you had.
What?
Stinking cloud.
I don't. Yeah, no, I really don't have stinking cloud. So prestidigitation can substitute stinking cloud. Got it.
I'm tempted to like take off a 1-level spell slot just because you accidentally cast Thinking Cloud.
No,
Without even knowing it.
Let her.
I'm not going to, but that would be hilarious.
It wasn't a stinking cloud, it's a stinking pit.
Stinking Cloud is actually a bigger radius anyway. I don't think.
Yeah, it's probably like.
What
It's a
Vonthorn
small
had.
stinking cloud.
It was a 10-foot range, and it was sparkly. So stinking sparkles. Stinky sparkles.
Anyway, back to plot.
You should probably just go down the other path and just try not to distract it.
Because that
In the-
is so intoxicating.
Yeah.
Oh,
What happens when you just put cloths over your mouths?
Try
Or
that
noses.
the one that's on my butt or the one that's on my head.
The
I'll take the
one.
one on your head.
So
I kind of don't
Feels like
feel
my
like
scalp.
having your fart in my face.
Esmeralda, you're safe now.
Right. I come back out and Victor is on my shoulder, but I can see. How about this though? It might be silly, but what we could do is we could try to dash through immediately.
Well, why didn't we just go down the other path?
Yeah, the left path.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Just dash through the left.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to be rude, but
You know, there is a third option. Just gonna.
Turn
Go back to
around.
where we came.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We'll still be met with the same gaping hole.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go all the way back, you've been traveling for like 8 hours since then.
Yeah.
There wasn't
but we
anything
don't.
else. It was just more cave.
Yeah. We don't really want to like.
Yeah, but it was a
deal with-
wide open cavern. You could just go left.
No.
Like, or right, or diagonal left, or right, or whatever.
We were
A lot of
also
mistakes.
running from a lot of things that want to eat our brains, so we didn't really have a whole lot of time to think.
Yep.
And there's not a real good chance of us being able to find our way back.
Yeah, because we're already lost.
Yeah. And we don't want to run into those fuckers again.
And we should go down the choky plant path and see if we can ask them nicely.
yeah,
And if
since we have
not,
the ability to.
and if not, we could do have your flame tongue.
Yes. Well then, let's go.
All right.
All right.
Back.
I believe so. Yes.
By this point, I'm fairly certain Annalise and I would have tied the cloths around our faces.
Yeah. So what happens with the
So-
cloths?
Do
The
we
cloth
still
test.
smell it?
Hold on. The two of you go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
As Maria is driving, and she's headed towards the left way.
And we have already each used one fate die.
Well, I mean,
Well, I mean, Vonthorn was already in the driver's seat, so do you switch places or?
oh, I imagine she jumped off, but I guess if she was already driving,
Yeah.
So this would Vonthorn and Esmeri be able to cast guidance on Annalise and Willow to help them out with their wisdom save?
You don't know what the intervals are,
then.
so not with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's an 18.
Okay.
All right. Annalise? 15?
Oh.
1-5? Okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. As you guys approach the fork, Annalise, since
Oh no
the DC was 15,
But she makes it. She met it though.
We got
Met the DC. It's
Yeah,
never-
isn't that
Yeah.
passing? Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's passing. That's passing.
Yeah, meeting
Well-
the DC is passing.
when you meet the DC with AC, it's not passing. Because if it meets it or is under,
No.
it still hits. So
no,
I'm
you
gonna go
mean
with that
above.
same thing.
What?
So, because this
Yeah,
is
if
a saving
meets it or
throw.
above, yeah, but
Yes, if you meet the AC of someone or higher, it is a success. You hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's
So
below,
I'm
then you
using the green roll
fail.
for DC. If it meets it or is lower in this case, you fail.
Oh,
So-
meets it or lower, you fail. Not meets it or higher, you succeed.
Yeah.
Oh, and while we were all starting to head out, Von Tharn would like take like one seed and then say goodbye to the plant.
It was good meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Oh, do you have a name, by the way? Or do you have something you like to call yourself?
No.
No? Okay.
Hmm.
It was so good meeting.
What kind of plant is this? Like, what does it look like?
Well, hold on.
It's a purple, orange, pinkish flower with long stamens and huge leaves. It's just a big, pretty flower.
You're a very lovely flower, by the way.
Okay, alright, well, let's get back to maybe Annalise.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. That seems
I'm
weird.
reading that if the total equals or exceeds the DC, the ability check is a success. The creature overcomes the challenge hard.
And that's a ability check or saving throw?
That is a saving throw.
Saving throw description D&D 5e.
Okay.
Sorry, I have the voice to text feature on my computer.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Adventure of a lifetime and free therapy.
Except you're traumatized at the same time.
Yep. Trauma.
Oddly satisfying.
And many math frogs.
So many math rocks.
Someone targets your character with a magical or other effect, you'll roll a saving throw. Now, this doesn't apply to attack rolls, only other certain effects. To making a saving throw in 5e, you'll take your 20-sided die, then add your ability score modifier, and possibly your proficiency bonus. The total is what you use. Okay. Depending on the type of save, if you see... That doesn't tell me if it has to meet or nip-a-dip.
Okay.
Semantics on D&D.
So you pass, but you
Barely.
walk up to the fork and you smell it and you begin to feel yourself like wanting to walk in that direction. And then you realize, oh yeah, that's the direction of the Deadly Stone plant, and you kind of just walk the other way. Oh, okay, that was close.
You good, Annalise?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's it was just I got distracted there for a minute. It smells so good.
Distracted.
Oh, nice. But
Well, wait, did the
I'm
cloth
gonna be
method...
riding Tug, by the way.
Oh, also, did the cloth method work or no?
No.
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take it off and give it
Well,
back to Annalise.
well, I don't know if it would work if you... Remember when you made that big fan when we were in the cave with the green dragon? And there was all of that poison smoke around. I don't know if that would work in the same
100%.
sense.
Unless like it's a magical plant, which it sounds like it is because it's coming from the Feywild.
Right,
so-
right, that's true.
Yeah, I don't think
Right,
that's enough.
and actually right before we leave the exact area, she's going to point Victor to fly over there and make probably some sort of X on the wall or on the ground near it, so that if we come by here again, we know what this is. Or what?
yeah, right. Shoot. That actually reminds me, because we were talking about that earlier. We should definitely make a marker for this.
Well, that's what I'm having Victor do right now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Heading down the
So, are you guys driving through, or are you guys trying to stealth at all?
We're-
What are you doing?
Maybe
I think we should drive. We have to drive through, but we should. It's stealthily
yes.
for any movement.
Right. We'll move quietly and stealthily
If
through.
we're stealthing, I am casting
I thought-
Cast Water Trace.
Yes.
I thought we were gonna be trying to reason with the plants.
Well, how about we save that yeah, how about we save that until there may be conflict?
Okay. So basically, just calmly and otherwise stealthily move through and not.
I won't step on any plants.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be hard because it's basically the entire floor of the cavern at this point. But yeah, sure. Go ahead. So go ahead and everybody roll stealth.
Pass without a trace.
Yep.
Vonthorn is.
You're driving the Goodberry, so you roll for the Goodberry.
And I'm also casting guidance on myself.
Preemptively eating some.
Do I get advantage due to
Being on tug.
the hood?
Oh.
The hood, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me get the traveling tavern up.
It's
And,
in the Discord.
So stealth is a dex.
No. Let's see it compared to this one. What am I doing? Which one am I doing? Yeah, I'm doing that one. Okay.
A 26.
So
Okay, here we go.
okay. So
I'm using a fate die.
27.
God damn it.
Both Annalise and I rolled shit.
Yeah.
I'm just real. Okay, we got it. We got to roll well, Goodberry. We got to roll
So
well.
pass without a trace, don't forget.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So plus 10.
Plus 10.
Plus 15. Okay, 25.
The Goodberry has disadvantage because it is a fucking cart.
No.
It doesn't even matter.
Oh. Goodberry
I'm
rolled a
gonna
natural one.
I'm gonna do a fate die. I'm doing a fate die.
Hold on. The Goodberry doesn't have fate die.
And I don't suppose there would have been any way for me to cast guidance on it, would there?
No,
it's not a creature.
it's not a creature. Even though it does have some mind of its own, but sure.
It's a
Is
good
that a
thing that I
natural
Okay, so that's one natural fail for the Goodberry. What does everybody else get?
25.
25.
6.
I
26.
had preemptively popped in some seeds earlier just in case she needed to profusely apologize.
What did you roll for yourself?
I didn't roll for myself yet.
Okay. And then 27 for
And
Annalise,
I'm
right?
going to do guidance on myself.
Okay.
Okay. So pass without a trace is a so the die.
Do I have to roll stealth for Tug?
Yes.
Oh, what are his stats?
So for myself, I got a
Just
24.
roll and give it to me. I don't have stats for Tug yet. What was that?
I got a
17.
24 from myself.
24, okay.
Okay.
So it's a 17 on the die. Do I add the 10 from Pass Without a Trace?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 27 for Tug.
Fucking Christ. Okay.
He's
Holy
a-
shit.
He's a good ranger horse.
You guys barely fucking passed.
Oh.
The DC on it was 25 for each of you.
Oh my god!
So Von Tharn and the Goodberry both failed.
Yeah.
But we
Because
all
everybody else passed. You passed by 1.
Oh.
And it was Tug that saved you.
Oh.
Good horse. Good
Oh.
horse.
Very good horse.
So,
Okay.
So, here's what happened. The natural 1 counted as 2 fails. The 2 of you passed, which canceled out the natural 1. Then it was Annalise who passed, which was a single pass. And then Von Tharn failed, which was a single fail, so that canceled out. You were at 0.
Oh my
So it came down to
god.
Tug.
That's so great. I love that.
Oh god.
Okay. But what happens? Okay.
So what happens
Yes.
is you guys walk through, and at one point there's a unforeseen pothole in the path that you're following, and the Goodberry clangs into it, and then keeps going.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Plants.
I actually like cover your mouth to be like just.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
At one point, Von Tharn creeps by, and her foot gets caught.
I thought I was driving the Goodberry.
Oh, you're right. You were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Fuck.
almost sneeze.
Never mind. All right. Yeah. So basically, that's what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, something could have spooked me, and I could have pressed the pedal a little too hard.
No. It was. I was gonna do something with Tug, but it's fine.
Oh.
I was gonna have like Tug save you at the last minute before you like dropped it or something.
She was
but-
about to sneeze, and Tug used his tail to cover her.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Oh god, very Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Yes.
But you guys walk by, Willow and Annalise, please make 2 more wisdom saving throws.
So, real quick, Von Tharn has kind of had, like, out of character, I was having this thought, would it be okay for Von Tharn to have kind of started keeping a little bit of a closer eye on Annalise and Willow to see if there's, like, a timing for it? If there's, like, a certain
I
amount
don't
of
know
time
if
that passes?
I don't know if we have the ability. This is just me and my thinking. I don't know if you'd have the ability to while you're driving the Goodberry.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you guys roll? First one. What did you guys roll?
15.
Okay.
Okay.
That was with the
Annalise?
fake die.
Annalise, what was it?
15.
again. Okay.
Oh.
Fast, barely again.
Okay.
What's the second one?
Oh god, there was 2 right.
Yeah, hold on.
That's enough.
Oh.
Natural 20?
20!
Can you bring the mic a little closer? You're like way low.
Yeah, is that better?
What was it? Yeah, a little
Nat-
bit. What was it, hun?
16.
16. Okay.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
As you guys feel, and you hear this familiar sound of stone underneath the wagon wheels, flying once again, and the light sound of incredibly faint horse hooves, like it's impossibly silent horse hooves
Yeah.
from Tug.
Yeah, it's from Tug.
It's because Tug is a ranger horse, and that's what they do.
And Tug is going at like normal speed.
He's just naturally quiet.
All right.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Now would be a good time to finish your guys' long rest for those of you who haven't.
I need to go back to bed.
Right. Go ahead.
Go sleep. Go away. Go away.
I think I can stay for a bit more. Actually.
Yeah. I was helping out with second watch anyway, so.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that mean you need more sleep, darling?
I mean, I'm a little wired right now. But yeah, I should probably go get sleep.
Go get some sleep, I think.
You were on the second watch. You already got your rest.
Yeah, I already got my rest.
Yeah, but it was only 4 hours.
No, it was two 4 hours. So it was already. Yeah, because like it was me and Annalise first, and then it was you and Von Tharn. So wouldn't that be 8 hours? Or would that be 2?
4 hours.
Yeah, that's 8 hours. So then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But here's the thing.
Oh right.
We're the only ones who need 4 hours.
Right. Von
They
Tharn
need
and
more than that.
yeah, they need the 8.
yeah, so basically I would be taking like an extra 4-hour nap just to catch up.
Okay. All right.
They both would.
Yeah. All right. I'll keep driving.
Okay. And well, you're gonna be okay.
I'll be fine. I got my meditation.
Okay. Jesus.
Deep breath,
Yeah.
darling.
Go get some sleep, hon. We'll be fine.
We should really get more of those pumpkin seeds. Oh.
We'll see about that. If we come across any more, then we'll
But-
let you know.
But definitely save those bigger ones.
Oh yeah, they're just sitting in my room right now.
I have an idea for them, but for now, go to bed.
Yeah, go get some sleep.
Okay. I'm gonna go get a drink before I do.
She goes into the Goodberry.
Warm milk, darling.
And warm milk and whiskey.
That sounds disgusting. Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm gonna get my hot coffee.
All right, okay.
Okay, go get some sleep, honey.
Call that hot whiskers.
I'm gonna get a hot whisker.
Okay.
God, that's so gross. I feel like that would curdle.
Think like a White Russian, but like a little bit more heavier on the milk.
Okay. So
Basically,
it's
just
me.
a White Russian. She's gonna get a White Russian.
It's me and Willow.
Yeah.
All right. How are you feeling?
A little bit perturbed by that plant, but
I can't believe that it managed to take down 2 of those mind flayers and the other green creature, blue creature.
I'm talking about the one that takes down the Fae.
Right. Strange that it would be in a place like this.
A little bit, yeah.
Although...
I've never heard of it.
Fuck the Underdark.
Valthorn is actually going to come back real quick because she just remembered the thought that she had earlier.
I'm just coming back out. I had a thought earlier and I kind of forgot about it, but I just remembered. The way that the tree and all of those plants came in to this cave tunnel system, what if it's the same way that this other place came through? The city of flesh and eyes.
Well, if these are all from the Feywild.
Well, not necessarily all from the same place, but utilizing the same methods.
The same magics.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would
Because
make sense.
like the flower said, there was a rift that took place, and it allowed the passage of all of that flower and all of their ancestors and siblings, and they've been here since for many generations.
That is certainly a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Extra
and
planet.
they've been here.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And they've been here longer than the flesh and eye people.
Well, extra plane of magics are at work here, especially with the city coming. It's not supposed to exist on this plane.
Well, there is also mention of the type of stones that are in these tunnels as well. What if there's something going on with the stones themselves? What if someone's not actually using them, but what if something is actually pulling them here?
Something is pulling them here.
Mm-hmm.
This may be a topic for in the morning.
Maybe.
Because I do think you need sleep.
It is a different perspective, and I just wanted to
It is
try
a
it
different
out.
perspective, and we should all talk about this in the morning.
Yep, I just didn't want to forget it again.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go get my hot whisker.
Right.
That still sounds disgusting, but go ahead.
It's actually really good.
It's basically just a hot White Russian.
I've never had a White Russian.
Really?
Yeah.
You're
I'm
really-
still a newbie with alcohol. Like,
I have no idea what
Yeah.
what even goes into a White Russian. No idea.
Right. Well,
Hi, folks. I'm the alcohol. Hi, my name is Avonlea. I'm an alcoholic.
no, you're not an alcoholic. Stop it.
alcoholic!
It's just that you're like
I just don't like alcohol.
you like drinking alcohol.
Yeah,
I
like alcohol.
Yes, because you're an adult and you're allowed to do that. Don't drink underage kids.
Just be safe about it.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
And responsible.
Don't drink if you're underage.
Right, let's
Back to plot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes. Yes. No, that plot is certainly disturbing. But at least we left a marker there in case we ever come across it again. But I meant it in more of in a general sense, dear. How are you?
I don't know.
Fair.
Being completely honest, Because, Darius is from the Underdark. So it's kind of strange that this is my big experience with the Underdark.
I can imagine why he would prefer the woods and the sun in comparison, to be honest.
It's not what I'm used to, but
Well,
oh well.
it's sort of a bit of your first taste as a real ranger. These are the sorts of missions I imagine they go on.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Including the other ranger for Farland.
Yeah. Gavin was a good man. Yeah. He was like a big brother to me.
Terrible thought.
So.
Why did you decide to keep it?
Sense of closure.
For you?
For me, yeah. I know if it were me, I would rather have somebody I trust and know deliver my cloak, and if I had a pendant. But I know I'd rather have somebody I know and trust deliver my cloak rather than the Baron.
Seems like you're engaging in your own independent thinking.
I do that sometimes.
Well,
I'm not fully
a ranger?
Well, I think you guys have had a bit of an influence on me.
Well, remember, Darius wasn't always a ranger himself.
Yeah. However, he is one of the people who helped found the Ranger Corps.
Right, because he's made his own choice not to be a baron. He made his own path.
Yeah, but barony wouldn't really suit him. He's not really the type for it.
Well, if he was...
Many rangers aren't.
No, I mean, well...
Many rangers don't do well in that kind of position.
I imagine... I can imagine so, yes. I will say, I was a bit disappointed with your... tactics in trying to convince the Baron to give us more supplies. I understand.
I wasn't even gonna bring the Rangers into it.
Well, of course not. But you attempted to stronghold someone that still held the position of power at the time.
I was gonna let it go.
It was Hawthorne's fault.
Will you?
Willow's not gonna outright say it.
No, but Hawthorne would readily admit fault there because Hawthorne was the one that pulled the Ranger card. That was Hawthorne's fault.
It's okay, she's not mad.
No, but Hawthorne's mad at herself.
But I do see what you mean by not all rangers are meant to be in that sort of position. I understand.
I know I'm not.
Oh gods, you're not. Well, neither am I.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Esmeralda.
Look, we both were not made to be in positions of power. But
Well, you take to it a lot better than I do. If I'm being honest, I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep training to be a ranger. Shut up, guys!
Shh. And
Shut up! I hear your faces!
why is that? This is what you've been essentially working towards for your whole life.
It is. But it's the household that I grew up in. I grew up with Darius. I grew up with the Ranger Corps. So, being outside of that is a new experience, and it's hard, it's difficult to explain.
Getting outside of the world. Experiencing new things, taking in new information.
Yeah, seeing how everybody else lives. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love how I grew up. I wouldn't change it for the world. But seeing the outside world is making me think.
And what would you do with your own independence then? Continue to see the world? Travel to different places?
I would love to do that. But I think I might be too far down this path to suddenly change.
Well, take it from me, transition can come at any time, whether wanted or not. But you do have some leeway in say into what course you'd like to take. We are the writers of our own stories, even though the gods are deeply involved. There is some autonomy that we all have. And if you would like to explore that yourself, I personally would encourage it.
It's definitely gonna take some thinking on my part. But
Right.
It's something I have been thinking about. If I want to continue down this path, or if I want to bring it up to Darius that I don't want to do it anymore.
Well,
I guess I will be thinking about that until at least we get to last end.
I actually think that's quite wise of you.
So,
Rather than making choices off a whim, as you all tend to do on occasion. But you trust your instincts. And to be fair...
I was trained to trust my instincts.
And I was going to say, your instincts have done us all very well. We definitely could not have made it this far without your instincts and training. If you would not like to go down this path of continuing to be a ranger, your skills will certainly be missed. And more than that, of course. But
I mean, there is something else I've been thinking about, but that's...
Is it your sister?
Yeah. I've been thinking about leaving the party and going and finding Colin. I don't mean to sound rude, but she means more than you guys do.
When I was young, and I still had my brother with me, truly he was my best and only friend. And the time that he came of age to go off on his own, there were many nights after that, well, I said goodbye to him in private, because I didn't know whether or not he would come back in one piece. Of course, I trust Liam and I trust his abilities, but the world, as we all know, is a very dangerous and scary place. Anything could have happened to him, and then I would have lost him for the second time.
Yeah.
So, there are things much stronger. Always. But in any case, what I mean by this is that if I were to have the ability in that time to somehow save my brother from terrible fates, I would have, but I didn't. You do. You do have that choice to go out and find her and keep her safe. So I understand where you're coming from.
She is also very capable in her own right.
That's true.
And I know if I were to leave the party, it would definitely be after we get out of the caves.
Yes, no, I would really much appreciate it if you wouldn't just leave us out of the blue. And also, darling, you're great, but I really don't think you would survive another 2-3 weeks by yourself getting out of here on your own. So you're a bit stuck anyway. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I'm not.
There's worse people to be stuck with.
I love how Esmeralda just said sorry just now.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Condescending sass. I don't know if you meant it or not, but I love it. I'm here for this.
So.
Right always means the condescending sass.
But yeah.
Well.
It's something I'm still thinking about. But
Well, you'll certainly be missed, but...
well, I don't think Annalise would feel that way.
I would disagree, actually.
I know I don't mesh well with other people in general.
And you think I do any better?
You mesh better with people in general than I do.
Suddenly, Willow feels a little bit of a pressure against the back of her head.
So weird.
As if a pair of eyes were just like staring intently at her.
Well,
do you think there's creatures staring at us right now?
No,
you're not in
it.
it.
Go ahead and make a perception.
There might be some divine power watching over us, hopefully.
Some divine power being like, bitch, you were fed by my family.
Yes.
You are practically adopted.
Ooh, that's a nice
Are we making perception checks or both of us?
Oh, legitimately?
Oh.
Well, I already actually...
legitimately.
Both of us are? Not one of us gives advantage to the other?
Nope.
Okay, alright, sure, why not? We're already here.
Not just because of my joke, because something else. Okay, I'm sorry.
14.
Hold on. 16.
I rolled a 5.
Rolled 12.
As you say that, you do actually feel somebody stares on you as you both look out into the darkness. And
I stop immediately.
I'll stop the clock.
You look out into the darkness and you look around, and on the cave walls, something looks a little odd, and then an eyeball in front of each of you. On the cave wall itself, staring right at you. You look at it and it looks odd, it's familiar, and then you realize that is your eye. Your own eye is staring back at you. And that is where we are going to pick up next week.
What?
Ah!
But it is the
Oh no! We literally just stumbled upon it. Oh my god!
Am I ever gonna get this long rest?
Yeah, you and I are at least gonna get.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
You guys got your long rest. This is at the end of that particular bit, so you guys all get your long rest.
No.
You guys all have that.
That's so good.
We would be basically. It would be just as we were waking up.
Yes.
Oh
my
no.
long rest was prior to this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh fuck. Oh no!
What do you mean? Oh no!
I only have one fate die going into the next session.
Well, I have to
use them a little more sparingly.
Okay, but I used the fate die against the fucking creature in the wisdom saving throws. Or
Yes,
plant.
that could have been
tree.
stopped.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't know what would have happened if we tried to stop them. So I think they just didn't want to have.
Exactly. You don't know.
Exactly, and I think they preemptively did not want to have to deal with that bullshit.
Oh, okay.
As much as we didn't want to deal with that bullshit.
Woo!
That's straight up, isn't it?
Y'all
We're just gonna go for another 3 hours.
Next week we will. We will next week. Right?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Unless
Wait,
something comes
wait.
up.
Hold on, I just need to double check. Okay, it is not this, the 14th. It is the weekend after that. Liz and I will not be available, more than likely.
Wait. Oh yeah. Right. I forgot about that.
We're gonna be.
The
We're gonna be in.
21st?
Yeah, because Liz and I, after this upcoming weekend from the 18th to the 22nd, we're going to be in Indiana.
And we're gonna be attending the Enchanted Ball,
The
right?
Enchanted Kingdom Ball.
Ball. Yes.
Pictures!
It will
All
be.
the pictures.
It will be. If you guys want to check it out, it's on TikTok actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good to hug each other.
I have.
Oh my goodness. You're
We're
gonna have to.
bringing-
You're gonna have to.
schedule an in-person game.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least one. I mean, like, I would love
Right.
to have a full in-person setup, but like, we need to schedule at least one in-person.
Right.
We would also have to have a place for it too. Like, if nothing else, y'all are welcome to come over here to Idaho because my boyfriend and I, we have the apartment. Like, it's big enough to hold our
Well,
in-person
you know what would
group.
actually be great?
Huh?
Is if, like, we could... I mean, like, we'd have to, like, see about what connections we all have, but, like, maybe if we got a panel at a convention, we could do a live game at some point.
Dude.
Yeah.
So cool.
Like, or like at least a
It'd
little.
be a lot
meetup.
of work, but, like, we
There is PAX
Be fun.
Unplugged that we
Alright.
could maybe do next year.
Much
Maybe.
smaller convention.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Have a panel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, or well, maybe not a
It's
panel,
either
but
that
like
or
maybe
we grow significantly faster than we have.
Hey, maybe
Yeah,
we
What do you
will.
want to do?
the other
Uh,
idea is to just like at one of the conventions, like set up like get a like rent out one of the little rooms, like
Yeah.
one of the little meeting rooms, and do like the in-person meetup and D&D game there.
Mhm. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. But for next
Yeah, that-
week,
That'd be the more realistic version.
Anyway, that's all stuff that we
now.
should be talking about on the back end and not in the closing credits
Yes.
of an episode. So, until next time, everybody, I hope you all have a great time. Don't forget to be kind and love each other. And until next time, don't let the bears bite.
don't let the bears
Don't
bite,
let the bears
guys.
And
Bye.
don't let the mind flares eat your brains.
Mhm.
The flowers.